Now, when you said last time when Tim provided the tickets for us that only one of us had to have a ticket in order to get in, or is
That's
that like everybody has to have their ticket or
no.
pay?
Only one has to have it.
He said only one of you has to have your ticket.
Okay.
And instead of having to go through the desert and all that stuff, it should bring you out in the maze right where you left off.
Right at the top of the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah, right at the stairs.
All right. Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. I am Ty Johnston. I am a dungeon master tonight for a game of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons for the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. And I've right now got 4 players with me. 1 or 2 more might show up. And I will allow these folks to introduce themselves. I will start with Sandra.
All right. Hey, my name's Sandra. I'm going to be playing Remus tonight. He is a high elf archer slash monster slayer ranger and fighter. And he's recently made a pact with a demon, but this whole thing has been undone recently again. And yeah, he has gotten a lot stronger, but not smarter. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And that's it from me.
Okay. Does that pact with the demon include levels in Warlock or anything?
No, that was actually like I had like benefits and disadvantages. Like for instance, like he was literally not able to get any rest. And every 24 hours he had to make like a constitution save to see if his body like passes out from exhaustion and stuff like that. But then again, every time I hit a creature with my arrow, it had to make like a DC, like some sort of DC, or it was frightened. You know, stuff like that. But it has all been reversed basically. But still, my longbow is still enchanted from another character.
Oh, it is enchanted? Okay.
It is enchanted, yeah.
Okay. Next up, Zach.
Hello, I am Zach. I'll be playing Zarkon, who is a level 5 hill dwarf bard. Kind of more support. Nothing really too special going on right now with him, except morbid depression. But that's not relevant.
So he's not only morbidly depressed, but he's the lowest character here. And on top of that, explaining his depression is the fact he's a bard.
Why does that make him morbid?
Just kidding. I like bards. Some people don't like bards.
Good all-around characters, I guess.
Yeah. Next, Matt.
I'm Matt. I'll be playing Aelwyn the monk, who's just here to something to do.
Okay. And Will?
My name is Will. I'll be playing Jebediah, the half-drow. Not really sure what to call him anymore. Half-drow badass.
It's a bit heavy-handed, don't you think?
Whose primary goal in life is to aspire to be great as a warrior, to return to his tribe, and maybe one day succeed his father and become chieftain.
Okay. Well, since I've been out of town for about a week and couldn't play with you guys any, and I know there have been some games, and maybe people viewing at some point might be interested. What's up with Tim lately?
Tim is hang on a sec.
He's now level 5, and he's
Tim is a level 5 warrior. He has been trained in the ways of armor and martial melee weapons. His crossbow is still his favorite. He has gone out, and most recently he has helped defend the portal that Jebediah and quite a few other Unnamed Adventurers Guild members went through in order to try to rescue the vault with all the monies in it. However, he was he was exemplary in his defense of that gate, killing many a were creature and zombie, in order to assure that those who went to get the vault were able to return to Illumina safely.
Ah, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, he's getting up there and been doing a little bit of backstory development with him. Eventually, I think it'll get to the point where Tim will, I hope, be able to become a full-fledged member of the UAG in good standing and have a little story arc going that way.
He's
For
probably, yeah, I was going to say he's probably already higher level than half the members of the UAG.
well, that's what everybody keeps saying. And he has been out on a couple of adventures. He does have some experience, not just the training underneath his belt. And Jebediah and him have been pretty much exclusively been hanging out with each other, just developing that bond between them, from going from serve me or die to being friends, and brothers in arms, if you will.
Okay. And I'm sure good payment doesn't hurt.
Oh no! Tim is definitely acquiring his own treasures and his own wealth. He probably has more money than half the guild does now too, with the vault being taken away. So he likes his gems and he likes his gold, and nobody can fault him for that, I'm sure.
No, that's true.
And he's earned every penny of it.
Okay, I'll get into it. Most of you are familiar with how this works. I don't believe Aelwyn's been on one of these maze adventures. But basically, you receive a message at the guild telling you to come to the house of Teluthius. He is a powerful wizard who lives in the north side of Lumina. He has a house up there. Aelwyn has experienced enough and been around the guild enough. He's probably heard of Teluthius. He has sent a number of UAG members on adventures through a magical mirror of his. And
Elwyn was the one going after his assistant.
On the dragon mission?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Aelwyn has been through one of these before, just not one of the maze adventures. Well, you've probably heard of the maze adventures. It's basically the last few times Teluthius has sent guild members through his mirror. It's been to the same place. And it's another plane of existence of some sort. And apparently there's a giant maze there that seems to be filled with monsters and treasure. And basically it's always the same deal. Teluthius will send you guys through. He wants you to come back and at least spend an hour or two writing up your experiences and what you saw over there, so he can learn and study and do his own thing. So you've all received a message, or there's been a message sent to the guild asking for guild members to come to his place again. All of you going? Or you want to do something else?
Nope.
I need to buy potions of healing since last time I went on an adventure, I died and they all exploded.
Okay. Potions of healing are relatively easy to find. How many do you want?
At the most 5, but I probably just buy like 3.
Okay. Are you going out in the streets looking for them?
I'll probably go to the marketplace.
Yeah. You can find several different people selling potions of healing. Do
you have any inflation?
There is, but it's gotten better. It's not as bad. They're 55 gold pieces each.
Oh, 10% inflation. That's not bad. I'll buy 3.
Okay. That's easy enough.
1, 5, I believe.
Anyone else want to buy anything?
You know what sucks about Chris?
What?
He was an alchemist.
Who was?
Krisk. Oh, he
I
just
thought he would
died.
say,
He just
Yeah,
died.
he literally
Chris
just died.
died?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Thorak poisoned him, apparently.
No,
No,
not
Ralph-
Droak. That was
Ralph
Ralph.
killed
That
him.
was
Oh, Ralph.
Chappell's character. And
Oh.
apparently they were brothers or something.
They
And
were.
he poured like poison into his throat because he was like kind of giving him like the shot of mercy, like seeing that he was like pulling the plug basically. But what actually happened is that like his soul has been devoured by a demon and he's gonna be purged forever or whatever.
Well,
Chris
that's
gets-
permanent.
Oh, great. Now I have to write tonight's entire adventure.
You said
Okay,
you
let
have to
me.
rewrite it.
Yes, let me mark out the demons and the sending you all to hell forever. I'll come
Why?
That's already
We
been
didn't
done.
do shit.
That's already been done. We're already past that.
Yeah, okay, I'll come up with something else then. God.
If you could spare us from the dragon and the 3 level 9 throwing fireball, or 3 mages that all throw level 9 fireballs at us at the same time, that would be awesome too.
Dude, you shot them at first. You provoked
I shot the dragon. I was not the one that was messing with the
The mages were sitting on the dragon.
I shot the dragon, not the mages.
Yeah, now
Just
I've
trying
got
to
to
make
come
the
up.
dragon drop the fault. It
Got
didn't work.
to come up with a whole new adventure on the fly. Okay. All my ideas are already gone for the night. All right, all of you. Anybody else doing anything?
No, I can look for stuff at the end of the adventure if you'd prefer. That way we can just get started.
Okay. Remus has 42 potions of healing. That's
Yep.
good to know.
Well, I had the disadvantage that, like, from my demon pack, I was resistant to healing. So every healing thing that I got was like reduced by half.
Ah,
So I stocked up on that. But
okay. Well, all of you arrive at the House of Teleuthius. It's been a while for Aowen, but the rest of you have been here more recently. Fairly nice 2-story mansion-like structure with the tall tower in it. Who's going to be the bold one to knock on the door?
Oh, I want to
I'll
knock.
go.
Well, you can both
Dark
knock at the
One's
same
first to
time.
go.
Is there like such a fancy ring where you just hit at the door, like with the ring, like metal on the door?
There's not a ring. There is like a brass door knocker.
Well, I'll hit that, I guess.
Okay. And usually you have to wait, but this time the door swings right open. And there's a red dragonborn standing there in long white robes.
What's
Yes!
his name?
He's never given it, I don't believe.
Hey, dude, how are you?
I'm fine. You're
Awesome.
guilty.
Let's skip that and just go through the mirror so we can get going.
Okay. Follow him. He'll take you downstairs to the basement.
Okay. A little abrupt, are we?
And there's he takes you into the room. There's the giant mirror on the wall. Sitting over to the side at a table is the old man Teleuthius. He stands up and he just starts handing out these little copper rings, one to each of you.
Hey,
Thanks,
Teleuthius.
Lucius.
Hello, everyone. It's like, well, since all of you last time you went through got extremely well paid and times are tough here, I don't really see why I should pay you anything.
That's fine.
Since I'm giving you the opportunity to go get a bunch of treasure.
I have
However-
no problem with that.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
If you come back damaged or dead even, hopefully that won't happen, I will pay to deal with that one way or another.
It'll be me if it is.
In case of death, is there any of you who do not want to come back? So I don't waste a spell?
Zarkon?
Perhaps.
Zarkon will want to come back, even if he's depressed.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I
All right.
I do not believe anybody wishes to not be resurrected if they fall in battle.
Very well. Teleuthius will reach over and smack up the iron bar sticking out of the wall, and the mirror starts glowing, and the image of yourself in the mirror fades away, and you see a hallway in front of you on the other side of the mirror.
And
Jebediah will
Remus is gonna
step through.
say, and Remus is gonna say before like the mirror appears and all
After
that stuff.
taking the ring and putting it on his finger.
He's gonna say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, please show me which monster will fall." But nothing happens, and he goes there.
Actually, something does happen.
What happens?
Jebediah smacks you upside the head.
Actually, Jebediah might do that, considering Jebediah's background. Hey, Jebediah, you suddenly see this large, like 8-foot tall creature appear in the mirror, and the top half of this creature looks like possibly a relative of yours. It's a male, dark-skinned elf with long white hair.
Holy shit, Jeb! That looks like
in plate armor, carrying a longsword. That's just
and
the top.
Bottom half of it is, let me guess, a giant spider.
Exactly.
It's a Drider. How awesome is that? Remus, if we don't die, I'm going to kill you.
Well,
and even Teluthius looks at the mirror kind of odd, and he's like, "It's never done that before." And he's like, "In that hallway that appeared for a moment there, I thought you all would be going back to the desert." I'm taking it. At least one of you has your Tony ticket on you.
Remus does.
Yeah. Okay.
Jebediah, before he steps through, will explain to Teluthius that they met one of the upper middle management halflings. Is the only way he can really describe it. One of the halflings in charge, and they were told that they would be able to begin again in the maze where they left off last time.
Yes, I fully forgot. His name was Tony. Yes, some of you wrote about him in your recordings for me.
Yes.
Oh, well, very well. Go in and have fun playing with the Driders, kids.
Yeah. Do you happen to have a spare fireball scroll I can borrow? Is it kidding? And just walk.
I have a potion of fire breathing.
Roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
Okie dokie. Is there a skill associated with this?
No.
17.
Okay. Believe it or not, he turns to the Dragonborn and snaps his fingers and says, "Fireball potion. My bedroom, closet in the right, second drawer down." Dragonborn turns and walks out of the room. Teluthius says, "Hold on a moment."
Okay, I will hold on a moment.
Can I, is there other things I can say to the mirror and it does some other crazy shit?
Please
I'm
don't.
gonna try that.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Jebediah will now cast the
giant colored ball
over Remus's mouth.
What's Jeb casting?
The duct tape spell over Remus's mouth before he gets us killed before we even leave.
And what did Remus say?
He said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, show me a big, giant colored ball."
Colored wall?
Ball. Like as in ball, like baseball.
Okay.
Okay. There's like a glowing gold ball floating in the middle of the mirror.
Oh my god, that is incredible. I'm going to come up with more rhymes.
And the Dragonborn comes back, and he walks over to Jeb and holds out a scroll.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, make the Drider fall.
What?
You see the image of the Drider again, and he's like laying down, puts his sword down, and looks like he's going to sleep.
Jeez.
Well, that was incredibly easy. So, good job, Jeb. You got your potion, and we can just walk past him.
Jebediah will tell Teluthius, if I do not have to use this, I will give it back to you.
Oh, very well. He's rubbing his chin, staring at the mirror.
Trying to figure out what connection Remus has to the mirror.
He just looks at Remus and says, "Have you been possessed or anything like that lately?"
That's a big 10-4 good buddy.
Well, not really possessed. I just made like a contract with someone who might not be all like from this plane of existence.
Oh,
Demon.
well,
He means demon.
Demon. Demon, God, it's all semantics.
Yeah, it's all the same. Yeah, really.
Jebediah.
Hmm?
In case we need it, I also have a potion of fire breathing. Just
Cool.
to be aware.
That could come in handy.
Very much so.
Talithi's like, very well, children. Go through the mirror, and then I might have to do a little experimentation after you're gone.
Sure.
No worries, though. The mirror will still be here, and you'll be able to get back through.
I wonder if it works from the other side.
Jebediah will, nod to Luthien, nod to the Dragonborn, and step through. Spears in hand.
Zarkon will just go through.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Killed.
Everybody going through then?
P90 loaded and ready for bear.
You come out in a hallway that's familiar to most of you. You're at the top of some stairs. There's like the ceiling has sort of some faint magical light, and there's stairs going down stone steps going down about 15 feet. Then there's a little very short walkway, and there's a door, and the door is currently closed.
Is there any writing anywhere?
No, there's not any writing anywhere.
It's a rather drab place.
Is this the same? This is the same door where we stopped last time, correct?
Yes. The last time you were here, that door was open. It's currently now closed.
Jebediah is going to mutter underneath his breath and check it for traps.
Do a traps check.
21.
You do not detect any traps.
All right.
And with that good a roll, you don't even think the door is locked. It's just been closed.
Now the question is if we will find something behind it like we did last time.
And Jeb, with his passive perception, and anyone else with a passive perception that's fairly high will notice as you're sort of going down the steps towards the door, back behind you, where you appeared in the hallway, you can see the mirror there, like floating in the air.
Oh wow!
Nice.
That's different.
And on the other side,
like
you see
over 20.
Yeah, it's like basically covering across the hallway.
No, I mean, I have an 18. Do you mean like 20 or above? Or
no, you would have noticed it too. Probably everyone would have noticed it eventually, but those with a higher passive perception noticed quicker that it's back there. And you can actually see through the mirror. You can see into Teluthius's room, and he's standing there in front of the mirror, still rubbing his chin, and he's saying something, though you can't hear his words.
Oh my god! I have an idea, and I'm gonna say at the mirror. I say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, make Teluthius tall."
Suddenly, the whole image you see stretches, and not just Teluthius, but the entire image seems to grow tall and thin.
I love this mirror. This is awesome.
And then suddenly the mirror blacks out, and the words "technical difficulties" appear.
Nice.
I wonder why. What?
Aelwyn opens the door, and beyond is a long hallway as far as you can see. Or I don't guess any of you have longer than 120 feet dark vision, or any kind of vision, though you wouldn't necessarily need dark vision. Stone floor, stone ceiling, stone walls. It is a little cooler down here. There is a fair amount of light, though. Instead of the magical light in the ceiling, there are sconce torches along both walls. Really far off in the distance, just at the edge of your sight, all of you can see what looks to be some kind of dried blood spot.
Oh.
With a few little pieces of fur around it.
Oh, the badger! My badger.
Badger,
Freaking
badger,
traitor.
badger, badger.
But
Mushroom.
you see no other doors. Nothing jumps out to attack or anything like that.
All right. Jeb will begin to walk forward, a spear in each hand.
Okay. Anyone doing anything? Looking for traps? Casting detect magic?
Nah, I'm just assuming Jeb did all that.
Detect invisible? Anything like that? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I trust this mace.
All of you go straight for 150 feet. And then the maze turns to the right. And there it only goes about 30 feet until it turns to the right again. And then there is a door on your right. Everything's on the right so far.
Oh.
And this door appears to be made of stone. And it gives off a bit of a cold chill to it.
Do you guys want to go through every single door again, or do you want to move down?
Every
do not
single door
believe.
sounds fine to me.
I do not believe it would be wise to leave enemies behind us.
Yes, right? We need to check every door. Like,
They've never come out the
we're
door before.
paying
I
for
don't
this
see why they'd start
experience.
anytime soon.
I mean, you don't go to like a what's the equivalent of theme park here, but like without
Yes, you
having done everything, you know?
You do it with long lines.
What?
You do if there's long lines.
We
Then you
must
buy a
loot
fast lane.
all the things.
Is the door locked?
Fine. No, the door's not locked.
There's not really like a door handle. There is like a pull on it.
Jebediah,
There
you wanna go through
There
again?
doesn't appear to be like a key lock or anything like that.
Checking for traps.
Okay, check for traps.
Just realized we have all Dex fighters here.
29.
There are no traps on this door.
I'll just open it.
Jebediah will step away from the entrance of the door and move back 5 feet as Remus goes to open the door.
Okay.
Hello. What of whites is here in this nice surrounding?
Okay. Remus opens the door, and revealed beyond is a rather large natural cavern. The ceiling disappears into darkness, and the sides look like they go out about 50 feet or so. It's a little difficult to tell because it's so dark. In here, there is a little bit of kind of like a natural light that seems to almost be peeking through. Like there's holes maybe here and there in the ceiling that go to some outside world or light source or sunlight, but there's not a lot of those. So there's a lot of gloom here. There is a bit of chill coming off the room, like it's cold. Not dangerously cold, but it is a bit cold in there.
Could I make a survival check to see or to figure out what might be living in this area? Like of beasts, natural beasts or something? Like say spiders or something?
I won't make you make a roll. I mean, a natural cavern system like this that's cool could be home to any number of monsters or even probably larger animals because it's a larger cave, looks like a larger cave.
Hey guys, I can cast invisibility and go scout it out if you'd like, real quick, before we just run in there.
Sure, go ahead, but I'm not gonna go and recover your body if you die.
Or do you want to cast invisibility on me and have me check it out?
That's fine. Who has the highest stealth, I guess?
That would be Jeb. Definitely.
Does Jeb want to go?
No.
All right, I'll cast it on you.
Jebediah. Okay.
So I'll cast invisibility on him using a spell, just a level 2 slot.
On
You guys-
Elwyn? No, or on Jeb.
No, Awen. Because
Okay.
he actually. Wait, is Awen a girl?
That was a boy.
Boy,
Yeah, he's
okay.
male.
Wait, what's his race? I don't know anything about him.
Elf.
He's a wold elf.
Okay.
Oh, we're
Okay,
all
so-
elves except for you.
Yeah. Well,
And
technically, that is elf.
you're a bard, so you're practically an elf.
Yeah,
I'm.
kind of.
Well, I wonder if any of you guys would hate me since I am a dwarf. But
No.
anyway,
So Elwyn's
Um,
invisible?
yeah, Awen should be invisible. Should probably. I mean, he's invisible, but stealth check probably wouldn't help as well.
I got a 22 on my stealth check. Going in there.
22. Okay. You go into the room. Give me. Give me a perception roll.
That is a 25.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. All right. You get into the room, and you'll notice right away it's kind of hard to see from the doorway, but once you're in about 30 feet, the back of the cavern appears to have two tunnels, one on the right and the one on the left. They don't go straight back. They both bend sort of in. It looks like they probably connect somewhere in the back. The caverns sort of bend towards each other. So it looks like they probably link up somewhere further back. With that good a roll, you do know you can't, even with your dark vision, you can't see the ceiling, but you definitely get an impression from air drafts and things like that that it's pretty high up. It could be as far as even 200 feet up. And
suspicious.
up there in that ceiling, there's creatures or people or something up there hiding, a number of them. They're not moving. You just happen to get a lucky glance here or there.
I'm going to move back towards the door.
Okay.
Well, your invisibility lasts an hour as long as you don't attack or use a spell.
Yes,
'Cause it's
but
just-
I met my objective, and now I'm moving back towards the group.
Okay.
And is since this is a cave, is it echoing?
Nobody stopped, I don't think.
Yeah,
Nobody's
but
yelled
well,
into it or
well, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be like, hello.
hello, hello, hello.
Oh, this is awesome, awesome, awesome.
With
What
my
language?
monk speed, I'm already back, so...
Okay.
Jebediah, can you please slap Remus?
Remus, what language were you yelling those words in?
Gladly.
Actually, I'm gonna do this in 3 languages. I'm gonna say hello in every language that I know, which is Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay.
When you wish you took the silence spell.
After you say it in Elvish, you hear a voice somewhere above you say, "Why, hello there, my little dinner."
Does that echo too?
It does, but not as much. They're not yelling it.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Like, of course, Zarkon, I think you couldn't understand that. That was Elvish.
Nope.
Someone called us dinner, dinner, dinner.
And you invisibly got slapped up beside the head.
Would that be an attack roll? Invisible now?
And you see Elwyn there looking not too happy.
He is a
Jebediah is
monk.
going to push Remus into the room and then close the door behind him and stand against the door so he can't open it.
Okay. Do you want to make a shove
There's-
roll on that?
Well,
No, I'm just messing around.
Okay.
Jebediah is more annoyed than anything else.
well, we could have got the initiative on that, but yeah, there's something on the roof. But in the top of the cavern.
Well, yeah, and now we know it speaks Elvish, Elvish, Elvish.
Yes, I do.
Do I need to make an attack roll to smack Remus upside the head?
What?
If you're
Zarkon,
wanting,
do you know the lights cantrip?
Actually, yes. So, live in La Vida Loca, give me something to cast it on, and I'll do so.
Well, I hear the voice from over there.
You hear voices in your head, too, so...
I did, as a matter
Can
of
you
fact.
light up
but
one of Remus's arrows so he can shoot it on into the roof?
Yeah,
I
that'll
can do
work.
that.
I see.
If he'll cooperate.
Sure.
Alright, so Jebediah will cast light on one of Remus's spells.
Arrows.
Arrows. Light spell on one of Remus's arrows.
okay,
Nice. Do I roll to hit?
do roll to hit and tell me where roughly you're looking to shoot this arrow.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I pointed at where to where I noticed something, so for him
Well-
to shoot.
Okay, like I have a natural 20, and wherever you point it, this is exactly where I'm gonna shoot,
Okay.
and where the arrow is gonna land too.
Okay.
And if it's further away, I would still hit it since I have 600 feet range.
At disadvantage.
Nope,
go
sharpshooter.
ahead.
No, I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have
sure.
disadvantage. Sharpshooter.
That's right.
Go ahead and roll me. You definitely going to hit where you want it to, but roll me another d20.
17.
Okay. The arrow shoots up towards almost like right above you guys, about 60 feet. And it apparently you hear a crack, and the arrow appears to get lodged in like between some stones up there, so it's staying in its place. And very swiftly there is movement up there. Are all of you going into the room to look, or is it just Remus who's shooting an arrow?
I'll go in.
But you're invisible, so you're lucky.
No, I made
I'm
it.
gonna stay in the
Yeah,
hall.
he attacked me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn
That's
it.
the price you pay.
I'm going to say it wasn't an actual attack since he's a monk. If he did an unarmed attack, it could do lots of damage. But I will say if he wants to be visible, he can be visible.
Nice.
Like,
No, he's invisible.
okay. You guys do see movement, and you see a whole bunch of rather large spider legs scuttling quickly, and for a moment you think you see long flowing white hair. Whatever this thing is, it's rather big, and it moves into shadows away from the light. And disappears with a stealth of 27 in the dark.
I tell them keep letting up arrows. The thing doesn't like light.
And
It's a spider with silver hair, so.
Can Jebediah make a either Arcana, History, or something roll because he is half drow?
Okay.
To by the description to discover or to remember what this thing is.
Oh, you pretty much remember.
Okay.
If Zarkon,
And that's. Go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
You
No,
may
you
have
go
never
ahead.
met one, but you've at least heard legends and stuff of them.
if Zarkon casts a prestidigitation to create a small fire on Remus's arrow, would the arrow get put out when it's shot?
my arrows are magical. They burn while I shoot them. They're fire arrows. So don't
is your
worry
bow
about
still
that.
enchanted?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just lost the negative effects.
No, I lost, like, they don't frighten the targets anymore either.
Oh, so okay.
They just do fire damage now. It's a +1 plus
Oh.
D6 fire damage.
Oh, so it was re-enchanted with fire.
Yes, by the hero whose name I've forgotten.
Riberus.
Yeah, him.
So can
Okay.
you guys keep shooting light arrows up there to brighten things up?
Am I?
That's what I
That's
like
up
you
to
to
you.
do.
Well, if Jeb keeps casting light on my arrows, yeah, but I only have like a certain contingent of arrows, you know?
If
Well,
Aelwyn has over 30 of them, you'll be good.
Alrighty. I'll just keep shooting then. Fire away.
okay.
You shoot another arrow up there?
Sure. The one that's lit up, like, with light from Gem.
Um,
And someone's got to point to me where at.
From the
Or-
description that from the description he throws out there, Aelwyn's describing a spider body and long flowing white hair. He's
Yeah.
just going to hiss Drider.
and as you cast light on this other arrow, before Remus can shoot it, a couple of words are yelled out from above. Do any of you speak any unusual languages outside of the normal?
Sylvan. Druidic.
Common, Elvish, Draconic, Thieves, Cant, and Giant.
Okay. It doesn't sound like any of you would understand what's been
Probably
said.
Undercommon.
Or Primordial or something.
If it's a Drider, it's more than likely
Undercommon.
Undercommon.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And as soon as these words are yelled,
Darkness.
oh no, it's worse than darkness. You hear multiple loud roars, like bestial roars, coming from down those two tunnels that Aelwyn described to you. And from both tunnels, so it's kind of hard to tell with the echoes, you hear lots of more roars and snarlings, and you hear figures or animals or monsters or something rushing down the hallways, getting louder and closer. It sounds like there's a bunch of them.
Is it a picture Aelwyn has fought before?
You can't see them yet. They're way down the tunnels.
I guess I'll just shoot my arrow down there so as to give us like some sight, right?
No, shoot up above.
Okay.
I'll light up above.
You sure I don't shoot the ground?
Everyone roll initiatives.
Okay.
I'm still in the hallway.
Oh, I think everybody's still in the hallway except like Remus.
No, and Aelwyn too.
But Aelwyn's invisible.
And that's when
Yeah.
Jebediah steps forward and just shuts the door and walks away.
Walks away.
Zarkon.
Zarkon might do that.
An immovable rod just right there in front of the door so that it can't be opened again ever.
Yeah, Aelwyn's in the room.
28. Okay.
So you bumped your dexterity?
Do what now?
Oh. Because I assumed you were trying to write .20.
Oh crap! No, I didn't bump my dexterity. It's still 18. I took dual wielding.
No, you typed it. That's what you got now.
22.
22. Okay. All right. Zarkon. Or no, not Zarkon. Jeb, it's your turn. There's darkness above. There's monsters howling. Coming closer down the two hallways. You just cast light and an arrow. Remus is ready to shoot it.
Jebediah will hold his action for this round. He has both spears in his hand, one in each hand, and he will wait until he can see what's coming down the tunnel.
Okay.
So he will hold his action until he can identify what's coming down the tunnel, and then not really sure what he'll do from there.
Okay.
Just
Are you making
depends
the
upon-
initiative? Sorry.
Depends
Yeah.
upon what's coming down the tunnel.
Okay. You're holding your action then. Zarkon,
Yes.
it's your turn.
I am. Hang on 1 second, sorry. Okay. So we can't see anything at all, right? How far away?
Not yet.
How far away is the end of the tunnel? Like from the front door?
About 50 feet.
Oh, okay. I will cast Eldritch Blast down the 2 beams, one down each of the hallways, see if it'll light up anything or hit something maybe. Would you like to give me your attack roll for that?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay. 1d20 plus 6 times 2. Okay, roll 1d20. Wait, 2d20s. No. You roll 2 for one, so 1d20.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast, you roll to hit every beam separately, I believe.
Yeah, you do. 17 on one of them.
Yeah, you do. They're separate.
Well, I was just gonna. Well, I could have just rolled them both together and then added 6 to both of them. And 19. 17 and 19.
Okay. Your blasts sort of disappear into darkness, and you hear a crunching sound like they hit something hard.
Crunching sound?
Like they probably hit rock or stone or something like that.
And it didn't light it up that we would be able to see it at all.
Eldritch Blast provides a little light, but not much. You just, for like half a second, you saw a side of a wall further back, but you didn't see any monsters yet.
All right, so nothing's.
You can tell that the tunnels kind of curve around, so whatever's coming may not be there yet.
Okay. I have a question. If I use my potion of fire breath, does that only work on a single creature, or can that work on multiple creatures per use?
Isn't fire breath in a cone or something?
Yeah, I thought it was like an area of effect.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
cone.
that's what I'm asking. I wrote a thing on it, but it wasn't specific. So it is area of effect?
It may depend. Let me look it up real quick in the.
Yeah, potion of fire breath.
After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, taking 46 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
It
See
sounds
if
like
a target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Fire
thinking it was
at
like
a target.
dragon's
Yeah.
breath.
Okay, so it's just singular fire.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will not prepare that. When? If I prepare a spell on a spell slot, does it uses that, correct? If it doesn't, if I lose my concentration or whatever.
You cast something, you lose that spell slot.
Yeah,
so.
once you cast it.
Okay, so even if I prepare it, that's casting it, right?
Nope, preparing isn't casting.
No.
Preparing is just so you know it. But you're a bard, you know all your spells, so you just cast them, and so you
Well, I'm talking about, like,
you have to keep track of once you cast a spell, you loot your number of spell slots you can use.
Right, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, like, if I prepared Shatter as a reaction in case somebody got attacked.
You're just taking a reaction.
Yeah.
And then Shatter would go off.
Right, but
Shatter.
So prior to that, does preparing it use that spell slot though?
You have to hold an action saying you're going to use the Shatter spell because Shatter is not a reaction spell.
That's fine. I'm just kind of for future. I don't have anything else. Can I use my bonus action to pull out my rapier?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll do that, and I'll just kind of stand there in the doorway, I guess.
Okay. Elwin, it's now your turn.
Okay. How wide across is the cavern?
It's about 50 feet to the back wall.
Okay, I'm going to move to the back wall.
Okay. Any particular place?
On the far side of one of the openings. And
Okay.
yeah, and when something comes through, I'm going to punch it.
Okay. So you're basically holding your action too.
Yeah.
Okay, Remus.
I'm going to shoot at wherever I think they are.
Okay.
Oh, well,
you
I'm
have
gonna.
an arrow with light, so
Yes.
also.
Yes,
Well,
I'm
give me-
going to point at that, and you can still convince me to point at the ceiling or not. Should I do that at the ceiling or at the creatures
Yes,
that
at
are
the
like?
ceiling, because there's a creature on top of the up there that we can't see that can see us.
Well, where is it? Like,
Just
where do I
shoot
shoot
it
at? The
somewhere.
ceiling is like huge.
Make
Yeah.
a perception roll.
Anywhere that has a large area of darkness, put the arrow of light there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I look for a spot that is like really dark, and shoot there.
There's plenty of them. Give me a roll to hit.
$20 modified.
Okay. Now roll another d20.
2.
Okay. You hit dead on pretty much where you thought you wanted to shoot it at. The arrow snaps into the wall and there's light, but you don't see any movement or anything around it. And then the arrow cracks and it starts falling. It falls to the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot now. I have like my extra attack. Since Jeb cannot enchant my arrows right now, I'll just use a regular arrow and shoot at where I think that the creatures are coming from.
Okay. Give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, that is really bad. God damn it. I rolled a 3 and a 6. So lowest would be 14.
Okay. Yeah, your arrows, you hear it crack off into the darkness somewhere. It probably hit a wall or something.
Okay.
And then you hear a little elvish laughter.
Yeah, I think that was funny too.
Anything else you want to do?
Actually, this thing has to be inside of me. No, in sight, not inside. Yeah, I'm done.
That's kind of a personal thing. Okay. All right.
Don't judge.
It is I'm not judging. Just, need to go or something to, all right. Now it is the bad guy's turn. The roarings and scramblings and screamings that are coming down the tunnels are getting closer, but they're still a ways away, and you still don't see anything yet. However, I need all of you, everyone, including Aelwyn, even though he's invisible, to make a dexterity check.
Check or save?
Save. Dexterity save.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
I got 10. So I take half damage with evasion if
it's actually not a damage thing.
Okay. Guys.
Okay. Zarkon got a 19. Jeb got a 19. And Remus got... Okay. This is not awful, but it is kind of funny because the one person this affects is like the invisible high-level monk who has all kinds of avoidance things. Suddenly, all of you can see Aylwin. Suddenly, you can't actually see his features and stuff, but you can see the outline of his body because a purplish glow suddenly outlines Aylwin's form.
Great. Use the
Oh,
spell.
fairy fire.
Which is weird because that only has like a 20-foot area, and I'm over 50 feet away from them.
That's what you think.
You're more than 50 feet away from maybe the one that was above the door.
Ooh, crap.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Thanks for
it's a
that
big
simple-
ceiling. Okay. It's now the top of the round again. Really, nothing's changed for you guys except Aylwin's glowing.
Does he know that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Just making sure. Jib.
So you still don't see anything. Okay. Jeb will be right back.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and go to Zarkon.
Remus, would you like my potion of fire breath?
No,
Okay.
but thank you. I mean, I'm not really good with this stuff. Like, I'm rather better with the bow and stuff, you know.
Well, it's a bonus action.
Well, you can use it on your bonus action.
Well,
If you-
I'll prepare to cast Shatter level 2.
Okay, you're still holding your action then.
Yeah, I'll hold this. Action.
Is there any kind of bonus action or anything? Or are you moving into the room?
No. Actually, how? I guess I want to know if the creatures have dark vision.
You would guess there's probably a good chance they have some kind of dark vision since they're moving around up in the darkness.
Yeah. Would they have seen me by now?
They all see us.
You're pretty sure they probably did.
So there's no hiding.
You made a spell save and you would have kind of felt that, like a tingle of magic for a second around you.
Okay.
Or something somewhere saw you.
I will. Yeah, I'll go in. I'll go in 10 feet left of the door.
Okay, you're in 10 feet left of the door. I'll jump back up. Jeb, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here now. Sorry.
Did your house burn down or anything?
No, we're good.
Okay, grease, not a major grease fire then. Okay.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Maybe he meant the musical.
Oh, that.
Like,
not
all
the
of a
musical.
sudden, people were like dancing and shit.
No, there's no dancing, no singing, no huzzawing, no
Oh,
styling of hair in 50s
Oh.
motifs.
oh, too bad.
No summer loving or anything like that. Okay.
Nope.
Aw.
All right.
Nope, nothing of the sort.
Well, it is Jeb's turn. Really, you don't see an opponent yet, though you did feel a tingle of magic, so you're pretty much sure someone somewhere just tried to cast a spell on you.
Yeah, Jebediah is almost certain it was the Drider. And he'll, with what he knows, he'll convey what he's heard. And then he will
Would Jebediah know if it's weak to anything?
get the crap beat out of it.
Well, you can light up another arrow. One of mine. If you don't have anything else to do.
There's no targets visible.
Not at the moment. it is the top of the round, though. I'll let you guys everybody make a perception roll if you want to.
Okie dokie.
But I will warn you that they have very good stealth. But you guys have some very good perceptions too.
Yeah,
I got a
18.
27.
I got an 18.
Jeb, with a 27, you do not see anything, but you definitely hear some skittering that sounds like a spider to you. You're probably familiar with that sound.
Mhm.
You would guess at the moment it's about 30 feet directly above the entrance door.
Then
Can't see it.
would I be able to target it with disadvantage?
Yeah, you can probably do that. I will tell you this. You might see a little bit of a shadow move because that first arrow that Remus shot is actually above where you're hearing the sound at. It's just the light spell doesn't reach that far down.
Okay. Then I will try to cast Chill Touch at the target.
Okay.
First roll is going to be a 22, and the second roll is going to be a 12.
You will miss.
And with that, Jebediah will move back into the hallway.
You have more hit points than anybody here, and I'm pretty sure.
And you could not have lit up my arrow, really?
All right. No, I couldn't.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, with the newfound information, may I change the name?
Would Jeb have enough ability, free action, whatever, to warn them that it's right above them?
Yeah, you can just yell it out, "Hey, there's something above you," or however you want to do it.
Yeah, it's right above you. Poke his head in, try to cast Chill Touch at it, and then poke his head back out.
Yeah, everybody would have
on the door, one foot ready to run.
Yeah, everybody would have seen you take a step in the room and waggle your fingers towards the ceiling, and then run like a little coward back out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
You were probably right next to Remus for a second.
Shoot up!
Aowen, it's now your turn.
I am going to spend a key point to dash as a bonus action. And I have 10 feet of dim light surrounding me.
Yes.
Yeah. When I move, I can move vertically, so I'm going to run up the wall.
Okay. What did you cast with your key action?
I just used the key to give me ability to dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
So, 100 feet. I'm going to move up and then try and hold on to something.
Okay. You don't have to go that far. You go about 30 feet up the wall, and yeah, there's a drider there on the wall, staring right at you, 30 feet off the floor, or above your head, or where your head had been, I should say.
Can I grab something close?
Let's
stop moving. I can't vertically hold on.
You would have two options. You could either grab the drider, or you could try to grab the side of the wall. It is a natural wall, so it's smooth-ish, but there are little projections and stuff sticking out here and there.
How large is the creature?
It's a large-sized creature. You'd guess it's about 8 feet tall.
Okay, then I'm going to grab onto it.
Okay, well, that would be a grapple roll then. Go for it.
Nope, I got a 5.
Oh, well, it potentially could fail. It has a +3 and rolled a 1.
No way.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So you're scrambling for this spider thing, and it's trying to hold you off, and it's slapping away at you with its hands. And you don't know how, but like one of your pinky fingers gets caught in its clothing, and you're sort of hanging there for a moment. If you weren't a monk and so tough, it would probably like hurt and break your finger, but you're sort of hanging there. You kind of got hold of it.
So I still have my extra attack?
Sure.
Okay. And I have dim light around me, so they can see the Drider.
Yes, they can.
So...
Actually, they can see the Drider now, but something that may occur to Jeb is Jeb has dark vision, and what he saw with his movement was only about 30 feet above Jeb's head. Jeb should have been able to see that with his dark vision.
I have vision as well. I mean, don't we all?
We all have dark vision.
Yeah, but you couldn't see that Drider that was only 30 feet above your head, or according to Jeb, you couldn't see it for some reason.
Oh, it was in darkness.
I rolled an 11 with that attack.
Okay, that will miss.
Okay, that will be my turn.
Okay, I will say you've got hold of this Drider, but you're hanging your feet are about 30 feet off the floor at the moment.
I'm not afraid of falling.
Yeah, I didn't figure that would. You either would take no or very little damage if you took any at all.
I would take no damage because at the level I'm at, I can fall, I can reliably fall 60 feet and take no damage.
Okay. Okay, Remus, it's now your turn. Across the room and 30 feet up in the wall, you see a glowing Aelwyn grappling with a big spider thing.
All right, I'm gonna mark the spider thing as my prey, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it. Do I still have disadvantage?
No, you do not on this one.
All right, then I got a 21 to hit with my first arrow.
That will hit.
And a 23 to hit with my second
and
arrow.
That will hit.
Nice. So let me roll here real quick. It takes 2 plus 7 plus 2d8. 3 plus 5. So it's gonna take from my first arrow, it's gonna take, that is 9, that's 14 piercing damage and 6 fire damage. So 19 damage.
20.
What?
20. 20 total.
Oh yeah, that's right. God. 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 5 is 14. Yeah, plus 6 is 20. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. 20
Math,
total. Okay.
Quick math. I'm not good at this, so.
Yeah, you're using that German math. It's different in ours.
Right. Right. Always blame the Germans. Second hit is 2, 7 plus 2, 1, 8 plus 5. And it's gonna take from this, that is 14 as we just learned. 14 piercing damage and 9 fire damage. So in total, oh Jesus Christ, what is this? 19, 23. So in total 43 damage.
Yeah. That were both very good hits, and it howls out in pain, and Aelwyn suddenly has 2 burning arrows in his face sticking out of this thing that he's fighting.
Yeah, well, anything that's not being worn or carried is not catching fire. Everything else would, but
Remus want to do anything else?
I would like to stay close to Jeb.
Okay, he's basically in the doorway, and you're just 10 feet out into the room. So,
and I'm
I'll just kind of go back.
Okay.
God damn it, you moved me all in here. I'm gonna die for sure.
And that's my action.
All right, now it's the bad guys' action. The howlings and screamings and stuff coming from down the tunnel are still getting closer and louder, but they're still not there. However, Aylwin, this thing that's fighting you has a long sword, and it's going to make 3 attacks on you.
Holy shit.
Does a 25 hit?
Yep.
Okay. It's using two-handed, so it only hits you once for 6 points of slashing damage. And then, dun, 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 let's see. Wow. Will a 24 hit Aylwin?
Anything that starts with 20 will hit. I have a 20 AC.
Okay. Aylwin is also hit by 2 arrows out of the darkness for a total of 11 points of damage.
Wait, just for clarification, those were not mine, right?
Correct. They were not yours. They're not flaming.
Okay.
And from the ceiling, go ahead.
Wait.
Oh,
Would I be able to see the arrows? Like the arrows itself, not who shot the arrows themselves.
With your dark vision, yeah, you would see the last 60 feet of them coming in at you.
I'm going to catch one of them.
Okay. Let's see.
So I reduce. That's 13 points of damage from one of those arrows as I catch it.
Okay. So you basically destroy one of the arrows, or you catch it in your hand, and the other one.
And I use a key point to use that arrow to strike the drider I'm holding on to.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Natural 20.
That will definitely hit as a crit.
For 14 points of damage, I grabbed the arrow, one of the arrows that hit me, and I stabbed it into the spider.
Okay. He screams out, "Brothers, save me! I'm in trouble!"
So now I'm holding on to it at 2 points.
Does it do that in common or in undercommon or in elvish?
So I don't take damage from one of those arrows since I caught it.
Yeah.
So
the other one you would take 10 points of damage from.
In what language did it
the 11
say
points
that?
was just from one of them?
Oh. No, you take 6 points of damage. Sorry. I looked at my wrong dice. It actually yelled it out in Elvish.
Okay.
But still, Remus, you're at the door. Let me see. There's Remus. What's your armor class?
My armor class?
Yeah,
17.
17. Okay. Okay. Remus, suddenly from the ceiling, a whole bunch of arrows come in your direction. I mean, a whole bunch of arrows come in your direction. And unfortunately, you're hit by 6 of them.
Can I not make an acrobatics check or something to jump out of that?
No, sorry. That's what your armor class is for.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to die.
No, the arrows aren't actually doing all that much damage. If it was like 11, 12 points an arrow, then yeah, that'd be something to worry about.
Actually,
arrows.
You would see the arrows.
Okay.
You actually got hit by 6 arrows for 52 points of damage.
Well, I'm almost dead.
I mean, you literally got, and a good number missed too.
Also, I have to make a Constitution saving throw because I just lost. No, that is not one hit. That was several different hits, so I don't have to make this Constitution save. Okay.
Time to drink some potions, I guess.
Or get out of the room or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would now be the top of the round and Jeb's turn again. You would guess roughly that from the ceiling, probably a good 15 arrows all came in your direction at the same time.
Is there any cover in that room?
No.
It's the cave.
No, it's just. Well, yeah. So there's not like pillars or anything.
No, there are not.
Okay.
Jeb, you there?
He said be right back.
Okay, so he's going to be right back. Then it would be Zarkon's turn.
We're going out of order again. So there, we can still not see the creatures at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yeah, correct, you cannot. They seem to be fairly far away, but getting closer. You definitely can see the Drider that's fighting Aelwyn.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. So if I roll for concentration to cast a cantrip to keep the shatter spell prepared, if I lose the concentration, do I lose that spell slot?
No, you will
No.
only use a spell slot when you actually cast it. Holding on to a spell just means you're holding on to an action. You haven't actually cast it yet.
Yeah, you're a bard. You don't actually prepare spells.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You just cast a spell.
Okay. What would I need? What how do I figure out what DC I need for concentration to save?
Concentration is only for when you take damage and you're concentrating on the spell. When you take damage,
I thought if you cast another spell, you need concentration as well to keep it.
Yes, you can only concentrate on one spell at a time, but once you cast a new concentration spell, you automatically lose the first one. When you make a concentration check,
I'm not.
taking
So I won't be.
damage, and the check is a minimum of 10 or half the damage you took.
Okay, so that's fine. So I'll cast Toll of the Dead on the creature I can see, the one he's hanging on to.
What's the range on Toll the Dead?
120 feet.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely within range.
Or wait, hang on. No, that's Eldritch Blast. I think it's 60. Here, let me check. I have it written down.
Well, 60 would still be. I was thinking 62. 60 would still be within range.
Yeah, 60. Okay. It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
14.
It did not make it.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. 2d12s. Well, it might hurt. Let's find out. That's d20. D12s. 20 damage.
Ooh, okay.
It's playing necrotic damage specifically.
Okay. Okay, it definitely hurt, and it screams out in pain again. Anything else you want to do?
Can Remus goes before the goes before all the enemies again, right? Okay, yeah, I will. Let me see. Can I? No. I'm gonna grab a potion off my belt or bag or whatever, and just hold on to it.
Okay. Then we'll go back up, and it'll be Jeb's turn. Yeah, Jeb, Remus was out like 5 feet away from you, and a whole buttload of arrows came from the ceiling and peppered her and the ground around her. And she's suddenly in really bad shape with six arrows sticking out of him.
Ouch.
It's almost as if we need someone to dance around to take attention off of the one main fighter we have in the room.
Jeez. I wonder who would be able to do that. I
Shit, I should have.
I don't know. That would be really useful right about now too.
Yeah.
What would?
Man, if only
Yeah,
there was
I
an
missed
Elvis
what you
Blade
guys
singer
said.
here.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be, right? So Jebediah is going to move his full 30 feet into the room.
Okay.
How far away is Aowen from the door?
Awen is on the drone.
Yes, but
Yep.
how far away is that from the door?
It's
30 feet up, right?
It's
Yeah.
50 feet across and 30 feet up.
So there'd be no way to attack it except by range.
Correct. Unless you've got
Unless
super
you're-
movement or something like that.
Unless you're a monk that can run up walls.
No, not exactly. All right, so Jebediah is going to activate Blade Song, and that will effectively increase his armor class to 24. He is going to, instead of using a cantrip to try and hit this thing that is above the door, he is actually going to instead cast Ice Knife at approximately where he thinks this hidden drow is.
Well, you can
Okay.
see it. Or are you
No.
talking about one?
No, he's not talking about the one that I'm on.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about the invisible one that just shot 18 arrows at Remus.
Well,
There's probably more
Or
than one.
something.
You're pretty sure it
18.
wasn't
Go.
just one. If it was a Drider or Drow or whatever it was that shot the arrows came from a bunch of different places in the ceiling.
Oh, okay, so there's more than one. But Jebediah is going to shoot at the one that was right above the door.
Okay. Give me a
Do I need to
roll.
make a perception to see if he's still there?
No, but you'll have to roll with disadvantage to hit.
No problem.
But wait, I thought he was still lit
Yeah,
up. Are we talking
fairy
about nothing?
fire.
Yeah, we got the fairy fire from.
Aelwyn.
He's not shooting at the one that Aelwyn's fighting. He's
Oh.
shooting at
No,
the one
I'm
that's above the
shooting.
door.
Yeah, I'm shooting at the one that was directly above the door that Jebediah sensed, or
Oh, I thought that
Oh,
was one
okay.
and the same.
No,
no.
My
no
bad.
Aelwyn's on the other side of the room up the wall.
Yeah, there's one that's 50 feet away, and then there's one that's right above the door.
Okay.
Well, it's like
let's
30
see.
feet above the door, or it was.
So my lowest roll was a 20.
That will actually hit.
Okay, so I'm going to do. I will need a DC Dex save versus 16. The DC is 16. I need a Dex save.
It does make it.
It does make it. Okay,
Yes.
so I need to. It's going to take 10, and I'll cast this as a 3rd level spell. So that is. So that'll be 46. Alright, Drow Boy is going to take 3 piercing damage, and 15 in half is 7, so 7 cold damage. So a total of 10 damage altogether.
Okay. You hear a howl of pain. You are pretty sure you hit something up there.
And there was no other ones within 5 feet of it.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Not that one. Let me check something real quick. I have to check a spell. That's what I thought. All right. And all of a sudden, as soon as you hit him with that, with your dark vision, you can now see that drow. Or that
Can
dark
we all?
that rider. If you've got dark vision and looking up, yeah, you could see him.
Pretty sure everybody has dark vision here.
Yeah, he's 30 feet above the door.
Okay. So
Nice.
he was invisible. He did lose his concentration. Good.
Yep.
So that'll light him up for everybody else. And Jebediah will point him out. With his free action, he will use a potion of growth.
Okay.
Basically, that turns Jebediah from... Hang on a second. Would a large creature be able to fit through the door?
It could get through the door, but it would be a tight fit because it's a regular sized. I mean, if you're like a large sized humanoid, you'd probably like lay down on your side and pull yourself through the door.
But then I'd have to do the same thing throughout the hallway and whatnot too, right?
The hallway's a little bit bigger. If you like hunched over or crawled on your hands and knees, you could probably.
Oh, you said the hallway had like a ceiling of 200 feet.
No,
that's in the cavern here.
In this room.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, no, that's not going to help me at all. That's not going to help Jeb at all. So he's going to. That's it. That's all Jeb will do.
Okay, it will now be Aelwyn's turn.
Did you wait? What about me? Oh wait, I went before you, right?
No,
Yeah,
we skipped Jeb and then we turned you around.
Yeah. Wait, so did you drink the potion of growth?
No, I did not because I wouldn't be able to fit through the door.
Okay.
Okay, Aelwyn, it's your turn.
Yeah. So, holding on to the arrow, I plunged into the spider because it's pretty solidly there.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my other hand to punch this thing's in some meaty area.
Okay.
Sure.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
First one was 26.
That will hit.
He has to make a DC 16 con save, and he took 7 points of damage.
He does make the con save.
Okay. Okay. 25 for the second attack.
That'll hit.
Points of damage.
How much?
6.
Okay.
And flurry of blows. 13 was the first one, and 12 was the second.
Yeah, those will miss. Now I want you to basically give me an athletics check.
Uh, 16.
Okay, you're fine. You're still hanging there by an arrow sticking out of a drider. Anything else?
Can I see another one?
Across the room. He's 50 feet across the room, 30 feet above the door. You can see that one. You don't see another one in your immediate vicinity, though.
Okay. Can I use a bonus action to look?
You can just make a perception roll.
I got a 19.
Okay. With the 19 and your dark vision, your guess would be, Elwyn's fairly experienced. You would guess that the ceiling definitely has some natural darkness to it, but there are also some areas of pitch darkness. There's probably some dark spells of different kinds going on in the ceiling here and there.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Now it would be Remus's turn.
I'm gonna chuck a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Which I already rolled, and I'm gonna restore 16 HP, bringing me back to 40.
Okay.
And is there any way I could get out of the room?
Yeah, you're like right next to the door. You could just go out the door.
Okay, and if I went out, hypothetically speaking, if I went out the door, would I still be able to see the other Drider from the hallway?
Not the one above your door, but you
No.
would be able to see across the room the one that Aelwyn's fighting.
Oh, that's awesome. Then I'll go outside the room, and I'll just from outside the room, I'll target that one, and I can shoot like 600 feet without disadvantage.
You'll be shooting over Jeb's head.
Yeah, that's fine. He can take it.
And right next to Aelwyn. But sure, go ahead.
Yeah, but like my movement action is I'll go outside of the room first because I don't want to stand in a hail of arrows again.
Okay.
Okay. So,
yeah, you're right next to Zarkon.
So my first attack is going to be a 21.
That will hit.
And a crit 19. That's a crit for me.
It would hit too.
Yeah, that would be a modified 30 actually, but 19 is my crit.
Oh, okay.
Because I have plus 11 to hit. All right, so the first arrow is gonna be. Let me do the math here real quick.
For a little while.
3. Yeah, that's actually pretty similar. Let's just go with a. Oh wow. So that's gonna be because that was. I think that's 20 damage. 1 plus 7 is 8 plus 5 is 13. That's 13 piercing damage and 6 fire damage, so 19.
Okay.
Damage. 19. That's the first arrow, and the second arrow, which was a crit, I will double the die on that. 4 plus 4. 3 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 6 is. Wait, that is fire. No, actually, another one. I forgot a d6 right there. Okay. So he's gonna take. That is 8, 15, 21, 24 piercing damage, and 7, 8, 10 fire damage. So
okay.
34 damage on the crit hit.
Okay. I wanted you to have the satisfaction, but after your first hit, he only had 1 hit point left.
Oh, thank you. I am enjoying this, so thank you.
So
yes.
your last arrow basically splatters this large spider thing on the wall.
Sounds like an man.
And you told me it impaled it to the wall.
It did not impale it to the wall.
I had a crit.
I gave it a chance roll. It did not impale it to the wall, but much of it splattered, and it's now falling. Aelwyn, you won't take any damage from the fall.
You can write it down like a superhero, like you can surf on it.
But I do want you to make an acrobatics roll for the thing to basically not land on top of you.
Can I just jump away from it and slow fall?
Sure. I'll let you do that. It's falling straight down.
Nah, actually, I'll just try and stay on top of it. Actually, try and put its body between me and the ground.
All right, give me an acrobatics roll.
That was a 17.
Yeah, you do it. It's not your prettiest thing, but it's kind of understandable. You were hanging by an arrow from the side of a Drider. It falls to the ground and splatters even more. The back part of its body sort of explodes when it hits the ground, and its little spider or giant spider legs crack. And it's laying there dead. And you pretty much land on your feet next to it, unharmed.
1 down, tons to go.
Now it's the bad guys' turn.
Can I use my bonus action still to drink another potion, or is that not possible? Because that was my action and my movement. Or is that a bonus action to drink the potion? Or is that
You
a free action?
You drank a potion, moved into the hallway, and then fired 2 arrows.
So
So
drinking is a bonus action?
You already did. Sort of, kind of. You already did that, though.
All right. Okay.
At the beginning of the round.
Okey-dokey.
Now it would be the bad guys' turn. And the monsters that are down the hallway are still getting closer, but are still not there, believe it or not. The Drider that is 30 feet above the entrance door yells out something in a language you guys don't know. It's not real long, but it sounds like it's several words.
Oh, wait. When we entered, I activated my helm.
Okay, which does?
Comprehend languages.
Okay. It basically said, hold them here until the slaves arrive, and then the slaves will tear them apart. And then on their action, the one that is above the door is going to... It moves down 30 feet. It can be seen now, so why not? It moves down to its right in front of the door. It comes off the wall and is on the ground right in front of the door.
Son of a bitch.
It's looking through the doorway. It has a long sword in its hands. And it sees Zarkon and Brima standing there. So it's going to make one attack with its long sword at Remus.
Wait, is it a large creature?
Yes.
Can I fit through the door?
No, but it can stab its longsword through the door.
Okay.
It's 10 feet away from me, right? So is it going to move towards me once it's trying to attack me?
I thought you were just outside the door.
No, remember the first time Jebediah left, I went 10 feet left of the door.
Oh, you're right. It did. So it's at the doorway. It's 10 feet away from you still. So because of that, Remus gets all 3 of its attacks.
That's nice, Zarkon. Good friend. Good friend right there.
17 and 18 to hit?
Both.
Okay. Good lord.
Would casting Shatter on it make it lose its attacks?
No. And unless you killed it. Remus will take 12 more points of slashing damage.
All right.
And let's see, from the ceiling. Okay. Aylwin. Does a 21 hit Aylwin?
Yes.
Okay, and 3 arrows come in your direction. One of them hits you for 11 points of damage.
I used my reaction to catch one.
Okay.
And I reduced the damage by 23.
Okay, so you catch the arrow, basically. Or knock it aside, whatever you want to do.
Catch, and I throw it on the ground.
Okay. Those 3 arrows came at you. 1 would have hit you. Let's see. 3 more arrows come from above. Does a 20 hit Zarkon?
Yes, definitely.
2
Does
arrows
he have
hit.
line of sight on Zarkon?
They should. I'm in the room.
Yeah. Oh, you're in the room?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he moved in.
to the door.
I thought you were in the hallway.
Yeah, I thought that too.
I
Like
moved in earlier.
there's like the cave and the door right to the hallway. And you were like left to the door from the hallway, so basically you can't see what's going on and they can't see you, right?
No,
That's how I
I
got it.
moved in and to the left 10 feet.
Okay.
I moved into the room.
Well, I was outside, so the thingy that dropped down that just hit me would actually be like right next to you. and not to me. Like I was outside the door. I was
Right, and I'm 10
outside of
feet
the
away from
cave.
the door.
He's not far from it. He's 10 feet away from it.
I'm not far, but I'm not within striking distance. Unless you move towards me.
Okay.
Zarkon gets hit by 2 arrows for 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And now, Jeb, 6 arrows come in your direction.
Wait, talking the whole time with on mute. Damn it.
Let's see.
Jeb, are you AFK?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
6 arrows come in Jeb's direction. 1 actually does hit for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And now it's the top of the turn, so it's Jeb's turn.
Jebediah will move up to the Drider that's at the doorway. He will take a swing at it with one of his plainsman spears.
Okay.
Will a 27 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay. So that'll do D8. Alright, so Home Skillet's going to take a total of 22 points of damage,
Ooh.
of which 6 is acid. And then he will swing a second time
Okay.
with his offhand spear.
Okay.
Will a 19 hit?
It will.
Okay, and he is going to take... Oh, wait. Clear. Because I only get that once. So he will take another 18 points of damage, of which 3 is thunder, and Jebediah will flourish with his offhand spear, adding 6 to the piercing, so that's going to be a total of 18, and his effective AC is now 30.
Jeez. Okay.
Damn it.
Anything else Jeb wants to do?
I know Driders don't have nads, but kicking him in it would probably be the reaction Jeb would have. But no, he's used his main attack, his bonus action to attack with his offhand weapon, and he has done his flourish. The only thing, no, that's it.
Okay.
That's all he's got.
Is that draw down?
No.
Driders
hurt.
are pretty stout.
Yeah. And it's now Zarkon's turn.
Okay. Will drinking my potion take me bonus or free action?
Bonus.
2d8 plus 2, right?
Is it
Yeah.
a regular healing potion?
It's just regular.
2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 2, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
2d8. I wish.
I think that's a superior.
No, it's superior is 8d4 plus 8. No, that's
Okay,
Uh,
I heal 8
supreme.
damage.
It's a Whopper healing potion.
Whopper.
Or a Big Mac healing potion.
I will, that doesn't heal at all. That's damage.
How does that feel?
I will cast Toll the Dead on the one at the door again. Oh, wait. I want to, what is the shape of the cavern?
Roughly oval, sort of eggish shape.
Okay. So is Jebediah like in the middle of the whole place?
Not now.
No,
now
I'm
he's
right
by
there at the door.
Yeah, he's like 10
No,
feet away
yeah.
from you now, fighting this Drider.
Okay, well, I want to move like 20 feet kind of diagonally away from the door, but towards the other side of the hallway where the what's his name again?
Elwin?
Yeah, where he's at. Is he
That
still
would,
there?
yeah.
Okay.
He just fell down to the ground, but he's fine.
Is he by the two door, like the two tunnels?
He's, from your advantage, he's over by the one on the right.
Okay, so he is by the tunnels.
Yeah. He would be about 30 feet away from you at this point if you moved 20 feet.
Now he's in the way of my shatter if they come through there. Wait, how wide are the tunnels? Like from outside edge to outside edge?
The tunnels are about 10 feet wide each.
If
Okay, and are they right next to each other though? Is there any gap in between them?
Elwin's not going to be by the tunnels when he takes his turn.
Okay.
And just say, I'm going to cast Shatter when Elwin moves away. So when I move away, you can cast Shatter.
Well, I'll cast Shatter once there's creatures there. How far? So each tunnel is 10 feet, and then in between there's got to be a wall, right? How thick is that wall?
Probably about 30 feet wide.
Okay, so it's two separate tunnels. It's not.
It appears to be from your side anyway, yes.
Okay, so I will kind of move towards, I guess, the left one. And you said it'll be like 30 feet away, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of want to be near the wall. Then I will cast Toll of the Dead on the one at the door again.
Okay. You were 10 feet to the left of the entrance door.
Yeah.
Okay. The tunnels and the other wall would now be 50 feet directly across from you.
Okay.
So where are you moving to? And how far are you
moving? Well, let's say if the door we came in is in east and the tunnels are on the west, I'm moving southwest.
Okay. You're moving southwest. How far? 20 feet. Okay. You're almost in the middle of the room, but not exactly.
Okay. Great. Damn it, that's not where I wanted to be. That's fine. I'll cast Toll of the Dead on the one at the door.
Okay. And what's the save on that?
14.
On wisdom?
Yep.
He does not make it.
I like these creatures. They don't have any wisdom.
Oh no, they have wisdom. They're just getting bad rolls on those wisdom rolls. Well, they don't have the greatest wisdom, but they do have a decent amount.
Fuck my life. 6 damage.
Probably.
Dang, 6 is better than 5 or less. Okay. Now it would be Aelwyn's turn.
Is that a threat?
No.
I am going to drink a potion.
Okay.
I'm using a potion of speed.
Okay.
So that doubles my movement speed. So I am now moving 100 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to move 100 feet up the wall.
Okay.
Do I find any more Driders up there?
Well, one, give me a perception roll, because when you run 100 feet up the wall, you move into an area of complete darkness and can't see anything.
No, I rolled a 13.
No, let me see. No, you're not sensing anything around you.
Okay, I'm going to use my haste action to move another 100 feet.
Okay, you come out of the darkness and you're at the ceiling.
Do I see another?
You can't go any higher. You currently do not.
On the way up in the other 100 feet, I didn't see another one?
No, you went into an area of darkness, and then you come out of it after about 30 feet. And
there was no others after I made it out of the darkness?
No.
Okay.
But keep in mind, this is a fairly large room, and there are dark places all over the place.
Okay. Is there something I can hold on to?
There's probably some stalactites and stuff up there.
Okay. I grab onto one of those.
Give me an athletics check.
That is a 21 with a natural 20.
Yeah, you're holding on to it.
Good, because I would have fell 200 feet to my death.
No, I wouldn't have made you. I wouldn't have made it that instant. I mean, but okay. So that's all Elwin's doing.
Yeah, I am on the ceiling.
Okay, Remus, it's your turn.
Who would have thought? I'm gonna drink another greater health potion.
Okay.
Because what do we say to the god of death? Not today. And that brings me back. I rolled for it already. It's like to give us some time here. And I heal 13 HP, bringing me back again to 41. Since I am in the doorway and this butt of the strider that just hit me like 3 times is still sticking like I can see it in the door, right? Just like so I get this clear.
Yeah, it's like 5 feet away from you.
Okay, I am outside the door frame, like I'm in the room. If I move further away, does it get an attack of opportunity to me because it's like within 5 feet?
You would think not with its back to you because it has turned its attention from you towards Jebediah.
Yeah. Okay, then I will do that. I will go another 10 feet backwards as my movement action.
I lied. It swung at you, but it missed.
All right.
Into the hallway?
Yeah, into the hallway to my back, away from the cave, into the hall. Like, I don't know.
Come on. You're the hero.
I am the hero with the lowest health here right now, so what do you expect me to do?
I have lower health than you. I only have 33 health.
Well, too bad you're in the cave now. So I'm gonna shoot the Drider in the butt.
Okay.
Oh yeah, from the ceiling you hear that sound you hear is their slaves. I speak it in common.
So I have a natural 20 and a 15 to hit, and that would be a 31 to hit and a
crit.
26.
Yeah, they're both going to hit, and that first one sounds like a crit.
Yeah.
I don't really see how you could miss. I mean, you're like 10 feet from the door.
Yeah, I probably would have. Yeah, my bonus action was drinking the potion, so I cannot mark this creature anymore. I'm guessing. So that's my crit roll. Oh, +2 +7 plus fire. 6 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5. So it takes that is 14, 16 piercing damage. And that is 12, 15 fire damage. So 31 damage from the crit.
Okay.
And the second one, that is 5 plus 5, yeah. Plus 2 is, yeah, that's 12 plus 7, 19. Ooh. So in total, 50 damage.
Okay. 19 more on that last one?
Yeah, so in total, that would be 50.
Okay. That Drider, Jebediah will see 2 arrows come from the hallway and hit it in the back. And it looks in very bad shape all of a sudden.
If it does, I'm going to action surge and kill it.
It looks in very bad shape.
Because it has made me really mad. This fucker.
If only my tool did
I rolled a 19 and a 4. 19 is a crit for me again.
That'll hit.
Do you want me to make the rolls for that then?
It's up to you.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it because
I will say this: it does have more than 1 hit point.
Okay.
It has 2.
It actually has more than 2 even.
5 plus 2 plus 7.
Getting risky here.
I'll tell you, it has 6 hit points.
2 plus 4. I'm still counting though. Let me count
Okay.
here. Plus 6 plus 3.
This is Sandra's favorite part, adding the damage.
It is. So that's 7, 14, another 14 piercing damage, and 12, another 15 fire damage. So 14 and 15 is 29, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you send your own hail of arrows into this thing, and it just falls over dead on fire, arrows piercing it all over the place. And I need Remus to make a perception roll.
Okie dokie. Good thing I have a +6 on that. That doesn't help me if I roll a 3, though.
It actually didn't have to be that high of a perception roll. Remus feels something tugging at the back of his cloak or jacket or whatever he's wearing.
Well, I technically still have movement. I would use that to turn around.
Okay. Standing there right behind you is Tony the halfling.
Tiny Tony!
And he's got his little butler suit on this time, so to speak. And he looks up at you with a big smile and he says, I'm not really supposed to do this, but I kind of like you guys. And he reaches out and touches you, and you get back 14 more hit points.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you, Tiny Tony. I feel so much better.
And yeah, his hands glowed for a moment. You're pretty sure he cast some kind of relatively minor heal spell on you.
Man, that's really cool.
And
I'm going to...
Go ahead.
Oh, he was going to pat him on the head and say, like, you're really all right. You're like, geez, Tiny Tony, you're great. You're going to be a big Tony one day.
He kind of looks in the doorway and he's like, Driders, eh? He's like, yeah, they're pretty tough. Watch yourselves out.
Thank you. See ya, buddy.
Okay. And now, unfortunately, it is the bad guys' turn. So the one in front of Jeb's dead. The one with Aylwin's dead. Yet again, there are screamings and running down the hallway. They're still not there. They sound like they're almost there, but they're not.
Hurry up, damn it.
Still not there. They were a good distance away.
I'm sitting there waiting for them to get through that damn door.
Okay. This time, let's see. A whole bunch of arrows are going to come from the ceiling again. Let me see.
Why were they so
where
far
the
away?
arrows are coming from? From above them?
They're coming from above your companions, about from different areas. In some places, only 30 feet off the floor. In other places, about 60 feet off the floor. They're coming out of dark areas.
Is a dark area like a darkness spell dark area, or like just a lack of light darkness?
You don't know.
Could be either one. You could cast Detect Magic or something like that.
Wouldn't have the range.
Well, yeah.
Don't know.
Let me see. Okay. 12 arrows come from above. All of them at Jeb. But Jeb now has an armor class of 30. Is that correct?
It depends. If one's going to hit, it may end up being 35.
No, none of them hit. There were a few in the mid 20 range, but none of them hit.
So I pulled a Neo. Is that what you're telling me?
That's basically what you do. Yeah, 12 arrows fly all around you, and out in the hallway, Tony will kind of pat Remus on the side and then point in the doorway at Jeb and say, "Now, see, that's how you're supposed to do it."
You tell him, Tony.
Yeah. Sure.
No offense.
Some taken a little bit.
And now it would be Jeb's turn because the bad guys have all gone.
Okay, would Jeb have noticed where the arrows came from?
Jeb is actually here.
Give me a perception roll.
Sure.
Can I also roll perception since I'm actually close or in the middle of the room?
You can. Keep in mind, and Jeb would
25.
Jeb would definitely know this, and the rest of you can probably figure it out after you've seen a couple of these Driders. Just because the arrows came from a certain area doesn't mean they didn't move after they launched all their arrows.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah, that only counts for Remus.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
gets answers.
my perception roll was a 25 total.
Yeah,
And I
you would.
got a 22.
Okay, yeah, with those rolls,
We don't hear anything. We don't hear
well,
them.
the roarings down the
I got a
tunnels.
24.
Yeah, you guys could. You saw some areas where arrows came out of darkness. A couple of them were only about 30 feet off the ground in areas of darkness. Others were about a couple of others were about 50 to 60 feet off the ground.
Are any of those areas of darkness within 60 foot of Jebediah?
Yes, one of them is. It's up above the door. If you're facing the door from inside the room, it would be like up and to the right.
So kind of near me. Well,
Yeah, sort of in your direction.
I'm off the wall, but yeah.
Okay, can Jebediah try to cast another ice knife in that area? And
Yes.
see if he can't tag one of them and break its concentration.
Okay, sure. Yeah, roll to hit with disadvantage.
You got it. So one of those is going to be a 20 and the other one's going to be a 23.
You will actually hit.
All right, so the ice knife is going to, the piercing damage is going to be 7.
Okay.
And I'm only casting it at level, so it's a total of 10 points of cold damage.
So how much damage total?
7 to 10 is 17, unless it makes a DC 16 dex save.
It did not make it.
Okay, so it'd be a total of 17 damage.
Yeah, well, technically, Pete took 7 damage and 10 damage. If you're making concentration checks, he would technically have to take 2.
Okay.
2 checks.
Yeah.
I forgot to do this earlier, but I did. I just rolled for my concentration from getting hit from arrows, and I failed the concentration.
Okay. What was that on?
My concentration was from my holding shatter.
Oh, you don't have to concentrate that.
Yeah,
like,
that
Fairy
don't have
Fire, Shield of Faith, spells that you have cast that you have to maintain.
Yeah, if it says it's a concentration spell, it is, and you've not even cast anything yet, so you don't have to worry about that.
I'm slightly confused because I was trying to prepare a spell so that I could cast it as a reaction.
You don't prepare spells. Just totally forget about that.
So there's
You
no
just
way.
cast a spell. You either cast a spell or you don't.
I can only cast a spell as a reaction if
the spell says it's a reaction spell under casting time, if it says reaction, you can cast it as a reaction.
Yeah, like absorb elements, shield, hellish rebuke. Those are things that you can featherfall. Those are spells you can cast either by taking damage or falling more than 10 feet. What you're talking about is holding your action so that you can cast your spell as soon as you see something.
Yeah,
that would be a holding action. It wouldn't be a waiting and concentrating so that you're using a reaction. You're actually using your held action to cast the spell.
Yeah.
Well,
you were just doing nothing. You were just waiting. You were just standing there waiting until something happens, then you were going to cast. It was basically you were delaying your turn until what you specified you were doing happened.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't last more than one turn.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't carry over.
Whatever.
Okay, I understand. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. No, it can be confusing.
Most definitely.
Except now, okay, a bunch of arrows missed. I forgot where I'm at now on the line.
It was the top of the round, and I just did 17 points of damage from 2 different effects.
Yes.
The Drider, I don't know if it maintained its concentration or not.
It yells out, "Damn," in Elvish, and suddenly you can see it.
Okay, so with see, I've used my action. So what I'm going to do now is use a bonus action to. Can I pull out and no, I can't because that would require that I'd taken the action. All right. That'll be it. I don't. There's nothing else I can do at the moment.
Okay, he's just glaring at you hatefully. Now it's Zarkon's turn. And Zarkon, there's a Drider on the wall, 30 feet up behind you.
Fabulous. Do I, with my perception roll, do I think, with the noises coming out of the hall, do I think that they will be coming out soon?
Probably not this round, but next round.
Okay, then I'll cast Toll of the Dead on the one that Jebediah just hit.
Okay. And he only got an 11, so he did not make it.
I'm glad that they're not making it because it means I'm actually doing some damage and being helpful. Usually they just make everything, and I never get any damage in.
And they actually do have some wisdom. They're just getting bad rolls on these.
Well, I'm thankful. 12 damage.
Okay.
I'll drink another potion.
Okay. Now it would be Aelwyn's turn.
Can I use my movement to fall on the Drider?
That Drider was to the right. Okay, facing the entrance door from the hallway. That Drider is to the right. Okay. You are basically at the opposite. You're not above this Drider.
Okay.
You're like way far away from this Drider.
Oh, this isn't a dome? It's just straight up?
More or less. I mean, it's kind of a natural rough ceiling. And when you came in, you basically went over to the tunnel on the right.
Is there a flat roof?
Semi-flat. It would be considered rough terrain if somebody could walk up there.
I have 100 feet of movement, and I can move 50 feet across. That's enough to get to the other side?
Yeah.
If I do that, can I fall on the Drider?
50 feet would still not do it. You would still have to go to the right or go south, however you want to look at it.
Can I angle like 50 feet across on an angle? I can haste as a bonus, so I can move another 50 feet in difficult terrain.
Oh, well, and that if you haste, yes, you could get above it.
Yeah, I am haste. I drank a potion of speed, so I'm haste.
Okay. You're still, because it's 30 feet off the ground, you're still 170 feet above it.
Yes, I want to fall on it.
Okay.
It sounds like it might hurt.
Yes. I want to use the momentum of falling to make an attack on it.
Are you going to, like, super punch it?
Sort of, kind of. I think that's what he's got in mind.
More like a really bad drop kick. Because I want to drop right down using the momentum of falling 170 feet to squash it.
Oh, so you're not
Drop
also
kick.
throwing a punch.
Get it? Drop kick.
More like drop stomp.
Stopping.
I'd say it's more like a stomp.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to find something real quick pertaining to this particular situation. But
Gum stomp.
Okay, I know it's somewhere, but I can't find it, and it's not showing up in the player's handbook. Okay, you can run across and then drop, and you're trying to basically land on it or hit it.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to land on it.
Okay, give me a roll hit. I really don't think you can fall 170 feet in one round, but what the heck. It's cool. You can go ahead and do it.
He has haste. He's going to fall faster.
So I got a 10.
Okay.
With your bonuses?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Dude, this is gonna hurt.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I had nightmares of this
I can
particular
reduce
situation.
45 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, you just fell 200 feet and splatter under the ground.
That's 20d6 points of damage.
How much?
20d6. It's 200. It's a d6 for every 10 feet you fall.
20
The
d6.
maximum. I think the
It's-
maximum is 20d6, is it not?
Yeah, it is. It is 20d6. Okay. All right.
This is gonna suck.
Please tell me you have high HP.
I took some damage. I'm sitting at 41.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Wait, you lived?
No, that's how much damage. That's how much health I had before.
That
And
is
I can
good.
reduce. With my reaction, I can reduce 45 points of falling damage.
What's your total,
5
though?
times my monk level.
What's your total damage?
Just-
My total health is 83.
You take 76 points of damage from this fall.
Fucking hell.
Is that
Shit.
reduced 45 with the reduction?
That is not with the reduction.
Okay,
Oh,
so
sweet.
minus 45 from that. I'm still alive.
You're still awake.
Yeah, you would take 30. Then you would take. I believe you would take 31 points of damage.
Holy crap,
Down to
dude.
Yeah,
Zarkon's gonna decide to write a song about him, about watching him literally fall 200 feet and live.
so yeah, Jeb and
Back up.
Zarkon are standing there, and suddenly, yeah, Aelwyn comes plummeting out of the darkness, smack thud right into the ground, and then he stands up and kind of dusts himself off. And even the drow is like,
3-point landing and just that really hurts the knees.
And in the background, in the background, you hear like Remus like superhero landing.
even the drow like drops its longbow and like gives you a golf clap.
That's funny.
Getting ready
That
to
was
take yourself-
freaking badass. It didn't work, but I mean, still pretty badass.
Too bad it didn't. I would have liked to see that work.
Yeah,
Can you do that again?
My bonus action, drink a potion.
sure, sure.
What kind of potion?
All I have are basic ones.
Remus, it would now be your turn.
Nice. Do I see any? Yeah, I see the drow, right? The rider thingy.
You would not see it because you're out in the hallway, and it's on the wall, like sort of above the door to your left. You would have to go into the room to see it.
Oh my god! Last time I was in this room, I took like a shit ton of damage.
Get over it. You want to talk about a shit ton of damage?
Yeah, well, we just
watched somebody fall 200 feet.
I got 52 damage in one round, though. Like that is pretty delicate. I'm gonna drink another greater healing potion. I'll roll the stats later for that, like after I'm done. And how far would I have to go in to see the?
Oh, you could just step 5 feet into the room and look up to your left, and you would see it there.
Well, then I'll go exactly right there, like the max distance I can have between that, and I'll attack it.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. So first attack is gonna be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Second is gonna be a 27 to hit.
Okay.
Nice. Alright, so give me a second here. First shot is gonna be and so it's gonna take 13 piercing damage and 9 fire damage. So 22 damage.
Okay.
And from the second arrow is gonna get 4 plus 7, 11 piercing damage and 4, 8, 12 fire damage. So that is 11 And that is 12, so 23.
Okay.
So in total it took 45 damage.
He's like, ouch! But he's still there. Anything
Well,
else?
No, I'm gonna roll the stats for my potion, but that's it.
Just pointing out, you still do have movement left. Do you want to stay in there, or are you going back out?
Nope. I'm very good the far as possible. I'm ranged. I'm fine. I'll do stuff from here,
Okay.
Just in case, like, I'm waiting for Tiny Tony.
Okay. He's still standing out in the hallway, actually.
Yeah, I'm waving to him. That's my movement. Like, hi, Tony.
He'll wave back.
Doing great here. Doing good.
Now it would be the bad guy's turn.
And I heal for 14 HP.
Okay. Well, that's good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 arrows now are going to go at Aowen, but all of them miss. 3 arrows are going to go at Jeb. One of them is a natural 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
For only 8 points of damage.
Can't complain about that.
And 3 more arrows from the darkness are going to go at Zarkon. Does 18 hit Zarkon?
Yes. Everything hits Zarkon.
Okay. Zarkon takes 8 points of damage.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's refreshingly low.
Well, you only got hit by 1 arrow, not 6.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could try to make it 6 next time.
No, I'm good with you.
Then it'd be like 48 points of damage.
Well,
those arrows came from dark spots towards the ceiling. The one drow, or the one drider, I should say, that you can see. He is going to run. Basically, he does a dash straight up, 60 feet up. So he is now 90 feet off of the ground. And even if he's not in magical darkness, I don't think any of you have dark vision that goes that far. I don't think.
No, I think I'm at 60.
Most people are at 60. There are a handful that are at 120 for one reason or another.
None of us are warlocks.
Yeah.
Or they have
sorcerers.
They have goggles of night plus their original dark vision.
Yeah.
That doubles your original dark vision.
So he basically, and I think, I forget which one, but I think one of the sorcerers also has like 120 feet.
The death one. The
grave.
Shadow sorcerer. Sorcerer.
So it basically runs straight up and disappears in the darkness. But it did drop its longbow at least.
Yeah, them golf claps, man, they can be deadly.
Yeah. And that roaring, screaming sound sounds like it's just out of sight on the other side of the tunnel. Like it's just maybe 30, 40 feet away. Something like that. Not very far away at all. It should be here next round. But now it would be the top of the turn order again. But real quick, I want to go get something to drink.
Sure enough.
So let's take a break for like 3 to 5 minutes, and I will be right back.
Works for me.
Oh, good.
Only if that attack landed, we could have got rid of one of the driders.
Are we taking a break?
Yeah, we're taking a couple-minute break.
Ah, that is so good.
Where did you go?
I let my dogs out, and I grabbed something to drink.
Those needy things.
Right. So what happened? Did you kill the other right?
No.
No, it
it's
moved 60 feet up.
Is it still visible though?
No, it's in darkness. Far for us to see.
It's out of our dark vision.
Oh.
I'm just glad I'm not dead yet.
You would have died if you had eaten six arrows, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if they all got good hits, easily.
What's your max HP?
39.
Oh yeah, you're level 5. That
Yeah,
makes a
level 5.
huge difference. That's really incredible.
Okay, is everybody back?
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Okay. It would be the top of the round then, so it's Jeb's turn.
Even my dogs are back again. Hey, babies.
Okay. Would I be able to? No, I don't want to do that. The Huh. Is there something that I can see up on the ceiling that I can cast light on?
Well, the ceiling is 200 feet away. So I'm pretty sure light only goes, 30 feet or something like that?
Could he have casted light on that creature, on the drow itself?
Actually, it's a range of touch, so I'd have to.
Oh,
I'd have
yeah.
to cast it on
That's
something,
right.
and then.
You can't light up a stone. There's like rubble and stuff, and then.
Well, throwing it up there is not going to do any good.
At least for a second.
Can you cast light on an attack spell?
No.
It has to be like.
It has to be a physical object that I can touch.
But there are a few spells that, like, where you pick up a rock and cast a spell on it. I don't know. You might.
Or like spells that have like stuff coming out, like ranks or vines and stuff. Maybe those, but
any meteor would be good.
Would I be able to maybe use?
There still is one. I just want to point out there is still one area of light up there where Remus shot an arrow when you guys first came into the room.
Right.
But it's only about a 30-foot area, so it's not huge. I mean, compared to the whole chamber, anyway.
It's a 40-foot area, 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light.
So it's got a 40-foot diameter of light and a 80-foot diameter overall for either light or dim light.
No, 40-foot diameter of light total.
I'm sorry, I'm reading this as
should be 20
bright
feet
light for 20 foot radius and dim light for 20-foot radius. So that would be a total of
40-foot radius.
80, it'd be a 80-foot diameter of light, but if there's nothing within that light area, the only thing I could probably try to do is use my perception to try to figure out where that Drider went and then try to cast a spell at it.
Sure, go ahead. You do know he was moving pretty fast, so you would guess, like I said, he's about 90 feet off the floor now, if you've got a spell that reaches that far.
Chill touch reaches to 120 feet, so
Okay.
Doesn't that come out of the ground?
perception first.
Sure.
Okay. 28.
Well, considering he only got a 24 on his stealth, yeah, he does have armor on the chest part, and a glint or two of light from somewhere caught off his armor. So you think you saw him up there, about 90 feet straight off the ground. You're pretty sure.
Okay. Okay, so do I need to roll a disadvantage still?
No.
Okay.
Not with that roll. I'll let you.
All right. Awesome. Then I will use Chill Touch, which will do, let's see, 15, 23. Will that hit?
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to be 2d8. So he'll take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I am going to... No, I'll save that. So, movement, I will move back towards the door.
Okay.
And I will shout at Elwyn, we need to fall back.
But you're not going through the door, correct?
No, I'm not going through the door because there's 2 other people in there that are still in there. I mean, if it was just Remus, it'd be one thing, but with Aowen and Zarkon in there, Jebediah is not leaving.
Wait,
he's moving back towards the door. He's like, we need to fall back.
Isn't your
Where
AC
to?
35?
Is my what? Do what now?
Isn't your AC 35?
Right now, without the flourish, my AC is sitting at 20.
Hmm.
I've only been able to flourish once.
Oh, so flourish adds your AC.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. I still am in Blade Song, so my AC is 24.
Man, with your AC, I would be trying to wreck things.
And it would now be Zarkon's turn.
I'm gonna hold my action. I want to specify that if there is, so probably on the hallway to the left. That's the hallway I'll be targeting when things come out of it. If there's 3 of them, I'm gonna cast level 2 Shatter. If there's 4 or more, I will cast level 3 Shatter.
Okay.
All
right.
Many as I can get a 20-foot diameter.
So you're staying where you're at and holding your action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'll do. Because preparing to dodge is a action, correct?
That's an action. Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that.
Unless you're a monk. Speaking of monks, it's now Aelwyn's turn.
He will reluctantly withdraw.
Are you leaving the room?
Yeah, he's going by the door.
Okay, you're over by the door. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Defensive action.
Okay, so you're basically dodging.
Yeah.
Okay. Remus, it's now your turn.
Do I see anything? Like any enemies except for the ones that are like started coming to run at us like in 9090?
You do not see any now.
And I don't hear any?
Well, if you go in the room...
I am 5 foot in the room.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Come on, give me something good. 16.
You did notice that Jeb looked like he was casting a spell sort of towards high up in the darkness, but you don't see anything up there.
I'll move out of the room again, like 15 feet back, so I'm 10 feet outside the door.
Okay.
And I'll can I use my main action and my bonus action to in total drink 2 potions, normal ones?
You can drink 1 potion.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay, and now it is the bad guys' turn. And all of you who are in the room, or even Remus looking through the doorway, finally, out of the tunnels, there's 2 tunnels. Coming out of each tunnel is a kobold. So there's 2 kobolds, 1 coming out of each tunnel. And each kobold is holding up a great big war horn and blowing on it. And from those horns is where all this raucous roaring and screaming and rumbling sounds are coming from. And basically they just step like 5 feet into the room. They lower their horns and they look at each other. And one of them says something in a language that I don't guess any of you speak Kobold, but Aelwyn would understand it.
They speak Draconic, do they not?
Yeah, they do, I think.
Yeah. So anyone, yeah, they do speak Draconic. So whomever speaks that, and Aelwyn would understand them. Basically, one looks at the other one and says, "Oh shit, they were supposed to run away scared." And you're no longer, after they lowered the horns, you're no longer hearing the roaring, screaming sounds coming. And the other one looks at him and says, "Oh shit, you're right. We've got to get out of here. The bosses are going to be pissed." And with their remaining movement, they both turn around and dash back down the tunnels.
How far in the tunnel are they now?
But I will say, before they do that, Zarkon did have a held action if he wants to do something to the one on the left, I guess.
Could I cast Eldritch Blast on both of them?
Yeah, you've got 2 Eldritch Blasts?
Yes.
Yeah, you can cast 1 at each of them. Roll to hit.
Sure, shoot the running kobolds in the back.
Come
I can't
on.
see anything else.
That's a hero.
Like Jebediah says.
He's not a hero, he's a bard.
Hey, get away from the picture.
Ouch. Just ouch. Just ouch.
11 and 17.
The 11 will miss, but the 17 will hit.
How much damage is that? I forget.
It's usually a
D10, and if you have agonizing, it's D10 plus whatever your charisma modifier is.
Agonizing? I don't know what it is, so I don't think I have it.
Do you have warlock levels?
No, I have warlock spells though.
Oh, okay, you wouldn't have it then.
No, yeah, it's an invocation.
No, I just have 1d10. You said?
Yeah, 1d10.
Yes.
Why would you get a 1?
2. You get 1d10 plus for every.
9.
No. He only
No.
hit with one of them.
No.
He split 'em up.
Okay. What? No,
much
he's level 5, and that's a cantrip, so he shoots 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
but
yeah,
each
yeah,
one is a
one.
different attack roll, and
Oh,
he
and he missed
decided
one.
to target
Yeah.
each of the
Okay.
2 kobolds.
Yeah. So how much damage did you do?
9.
Okay. Your first Eldritch Blast missed the one on the left, but your second Eldritch Blast hit the one on the right, and you hear a yip, and basically he falls over dead.
Oh.
And the other one looks
I'm
back
sorry,
and just
Tim.
keeps running. You what?
I said I'm sorry, Tim's family.
And the other one looks back and kind of gives you the finger and keeps running down the hallway and disappears.
Technically, they are evil creatures, so
Yes.
That's true. Now, that was the fun part of the bad guys' turn. Now it's the not so fun
The
part.
serious part of the bad guy's turn.
Serious is part. Seeing this, 6 arrows come down from the ceiling and 3 of them hit Zarkon.
Do it.
Do it, he says. Jeez.
For a total of 16 points of damage.
I'm fine.
16.
16. That was 6 arrows. 3 more arrows are coming. These 3 arrows are going to go at Jeb. And actually, only 2 arrows come down. And I won't even make you guys hear a perception check on this. 2 arrows real fast come down towards Jeb, but miss. And then there's a twang! Shit! From Hypo.
Whoopsie. Jeb will actually say that out loud. Whoopsie.
And that one wasn't common, actually.
That's funny.
And that's their actions, so it would now be Jeb's turn again.
So I moved back a little bit, but this other drow should still be within range, correct? Because I have 120 foot on the.
Yeah, he should be. You can still see him up there. He's not. He's still in the same area. He's moved a little bit, but he's still in the same area.
Okay.
It looks like he's getting something off of a belt or something.
All right. Well, since there's no charging horde of gibberlings or anything like that, I will use.
I have to tell you, I'm very let down.
Chromatic orb.
My shatter, that's my main form of
I know.
Level. So chromatic orb
for every fucking time.
You know what? I'll do chromatic orb for lightning damage.
Okay.
At the Drider that I can see.
Okay.
And I will get a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. So that's going to be 5d8. So that's going to be 26 points of lightning damage.
Okay. He screams out in pain.
And Jeb will use his bonus action to flip the Drider off.
Okay. Is Jeb moving any?
Yeah, Jeb's going to move over to where Zarkon is, stand in front of him.
Okay. And it's now Zarkon's turn.
I don't see anybody, right? And I can't see anything.
Just Jeb.
you have regular dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Did Jeb point out where the Drider Peesaw is?
19.
Oh, you should have been able to see him lit up by the electricity.
Yeah, you see him.
Okay, so I know where that one is, yeah.
Yeah, he's 90 feet off the floor.
He's 90 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my Eldritch Flash will hit that. How much damage has Jebediah taken?
I don't think much.
Um,
Couple of arrows, maybe?
Yeah, no.
Should heal anyone.
Jeb's
You should
fine.
probably heal the one that fell.
Yeah,
fell
Jeb's
from the
fine.
ceiling.
He's only lost about 19 points of hit points. He's fine.
I'm so limited on singular fighting. I will. Okay. I'm going to cast the Shatter on
Okay.
range 10 foot. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast a level. I'll just cast a level 2 shatter on the drow. It needs to make a con save. 14.
Unfortunately, Shatter only has a range of 60 feet, and he's 90 feet away.
Oh, he's 90 feet, so I'm not going to be doing that.
Yeah, you
Alright,
could hit him with a couple of Eldritch Blasts.
I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to keep you from casting your Shatter spell.
No, I know. I understand. No, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I'll be casting Eldritch Blast then.
Okay. Roll twice to hit.
I'm just making sure there's nothing else. I'll also give a Bardic Inspiration to Jeb. Jebediah, why do you never use Bardic Inspiration?
Do what?
Why do you never use your Bardic Inspiration?
Because my Bardic Inspiration is always used for blade flourishes. That's why he never gives them away anymore. Is because he uses his Bardic Inspiration to do the flourishes, so that he deals extra damage with a regular attack action, and it can also add to his AC.
Well, now you have your Bardic. You have a Bardic Inspiration too.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, I got a 13 and a 25.
The 25 will hit.
Yay, doing some damage. 1d10. Time to roll that one. Yep, there it is, 1.
Okay.
It's not even seeing it. I'm just prepared. I just have to prepare myself mentally.
He's like, I'm stung! Anything else from Zarkon?
I'll drink a potion. My last potion.
Aylwin, it's your turn.
I am, as a bonus action, I'm going to drink a potion of kick-ass, which gives me +2 strength and dex and extra health.
A potion of what?
It's a Chapo potion.
Okay.
It basically gives me boosted attack stats. And health. Which basically just increases my to hit by 1. And
it also gives you
15 health. So I am going to run up the wall to it. Can I make an unarmed strike with an arrow?
You can make a monk attack with it, sure.
Because it's like a dagger. Except I don't have a dagger. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to try and stab it with an arrow.
Okay.
I'm excited, Gary.
16 to hit.
That will miss.
18 to hit.
That will miss.
17 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Oh, no, this is going to hurt. Oh, no, wait, I'm hasted, so I get another attack. Another action. So I'm going to try. Can I grapple with my haste?
It gives you another action, right?
It gives me an attack.
Yeah. Yeah, you can try to grapple with it.
Okay. So let's
what its strength is.
I got a 17 for athletics.
You're holding it.
Okay, good, because I would have fell 90 feet.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have done that to you.
Yeah.
I still would have been like you were sort of kind of moving in a way. Okay, you're holding on to it. 90 feet off the floor. Elwin's looking to go splat again. Yeah. Maybe. Remus, it's your turn.
Did the that cast Fairy Fire die yet on me?
You would think not, actually.
Okay. So I'm still lit up with 10 feet of dim light.
Yeah, you're fully visible anyway, but yeah, you're lit up. So, Remus, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna have to shoot this thing down.
Okay.
Yeah, can I see it at like first question? I'm assuming I can.
Yeah, I'll say you can see it now. It's been lightning and everybody ran up.
Otherwise, yeah, I assume I have to move 15 feet forwards back into the cave again.
Yeah.
To see it, which I would do too, and I'll shoot at it.
Okay.
Are you gonna take the -5 to do extra damage?
No, because I'm usually barely hitting, and I don't trust a +11. Like that is not enough bonus to take this risk.
Okay.
Not yet. I don't know. I'm a coward. Okay. So first attack, a 5, so 16. There you go. See, I rolled a 5. 16 to hit.
That will miss.
Yep, I told you so. And that's a 3. 14 to hit.
That will miss as well.
What happened, Remus?
Yeah. Huh?
What happened? You lose your concentration?
No, I don't need concentration to shoot an arrow.
No, I know.
Um,
I'm talking about from like a real life
but you can't talk to me. You're like on the other side of the thingy.
No, I'm not. I'm like 20 feet from you.
Don't worry about it. What are you doing now, Remus?
All right, I'm not doing anything then. Stop,
Are you
Loki.
leaving the room?
Yeah, I have 30 movement, so might as well back 15 feet up again.
Okay. It would now be the bad guys' turn. And the one that's on Aelwyn actually was pulling a potion out of its belt and is going to drink said potion. Looks a little healthier. Not a whole lot, but a little healthier. Then drops the potion bottle, which shatters 90 feet below on the floor, and it yells out in a language that nobody understands except Aelwyn. Brothers, they are trying to flee. Kill all of them.
What?
And then it's going to take out a longsword. It's going to take out a longsword and try to attack Aelwyn 3 times.
And it has to hit a 23.
And it will hit twice, once being a crit.
Good thing I got extra health.
Yeah. For a total of 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And then, Jebediah, you're over by the door still?
No, he moved by me.
No, I'm in front of Zarkon now.
Oh, that's right. You're in front of Zarkon. Okay. Around you and Zarkon, not arrows this time, something a little more creepy. Suddenly, out of the darkness from above you, unravel down what at first you think are ropes, and then Jeb will definitely recognize them first. Oh crap, these are spider lines. Like web lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like the spider SWAT team.
Yeah, kind of like Spider-Man swings around on, sort of. And out of the darkness come 3 Driders, each on its own separate line. And they are coming down, now each with long swords in hand. And they can basically get down to you, Jeb, but they cannot attack this round because they were doing other stuff up above.
Okay.
But they're basically surrounding... there's a triangle of these 3, and Zarkon and Jeb are in the middle of them. And now it would be... Oh, and... Yeah, you still hear that one kobold running away. Screw this, I need another job. Now it's the top of a round, and it's Jeb's turn.
So, just to make clear, how are they? They're still above us, right? Like,
No.
they're not on the ground floor.
They're on the ground.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 of them around you. Probably at least 2 of them are within 5 feet of each of you.
Shatter.
Air to hit them and not us if Jebediah lays down or goes down.
Jebediah has like enough everything. He will make that. Just cast
Well,
it.
he'd still take damage. You always take
No.
damage from shatter.
Oh yeah, that's right. You take half damage if you don't make it.
Okay.
Never mind.
But it's not my turn, so we need to see what Jebediah does.
Yep.
Okay. It's Jebediah's turn.
Okay, well, Jebediah is going to reach into his belt pouch and pull out a potion of his own. It is a potion of kick-ass that has two effects. So one is it increases strength by 2, and the
Okay.
other is that it acts as a haste spell or potion.
Okay.
So that would be a free action, yes?
Yes.
Or, okay.
You get a
So-
free attack, dash or dodge.
No problem. So what Jebediah is going to do is he is going to lash out at the first one with his first spear. And that's going to be a 19.
That will hit.
Okay. And that's going to do... It will do a total of 16, 17, 18 points of damage,
Okay.
of which 1 is acid. And then
Okay.
he will strike again
All right.
for a 17 plus 9, 26.
That will hit.
And this one is going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And the last attack that Jebediah is going to do is going to be a 21.
That'll hit.
And
Is he attacking all the same one?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with this one, Jebediah is going to expend... Zarkon, what kind of bard are you?
I am a lore bard.
Okay. So Jebediah will expend the bardic inspiration as a flourish, if allowable. And that's
Sure,
going
I'll
to
let
be
you do
a
that.
total of 12 points of damage, and the flourish is going to be 5, so a total of 17 points of damage at the very end there, with the flourish being a 5. So right now, Jeb's AC is at 29.
Okay. Let me check something real quick.
Sure.
Okay, the guy you just beat up on, he winces in pain and there's some blood and he's all blah, 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 whatever. And he looks dazed for a second. And when he does that, his 2 other companions that are there with him in the triangle, they wink out of existence.
Oh.
They're gone.
Oh, okay. This is a
and,
mage.
And now it would be Zarkon's turn.
That's literally what Jeb is saying as soon as they wink out. Do the spider lines wink out too? There's only one spider line now?
Yes.
Then Jeb will holler out, "It is a mage."
And it's Zarkon's turn.
Too bad I don't have any single attacks, normal spells. I am
Vicious
behind.
Mockery.
Or Eldritch Blast, one of the two.
Well, no, I'm talking about non-cantrip spells.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So to be clear, Jebediah is in between me and that.
Yep.
Well, you can always resistance the shatter, so it only affects him by putting the point.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait for my shatter to see if anything else comes, because there's still like There should be at least still 2 more with how many arrows we were getting attacking us all the time. There should still be 2 more. So I will just take like a couple steps back and cast Toll of the Dead on the.
Okay.
On the happy fun boy over here.
Yeah.
On the one that's there, or the one that Aylwin's hanging off of 90 feet up?
Oh, the one that's in front of. Jeff.
Okay. Okay.
DC 14 Wisdom.
Does not make it. Good Lord.
I am glad I'm doing something. 10 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else to do.
Okay. Aylwin, you're 90 feet off the floor holding on to a Drider.
Okay. I am going to punch it.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That hits.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
10 to hit.
That'll miss.
And flurry of blows. This is where it gets interesting. 24 to hit.
That hits.
It took 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And it has to make a dex save.
Okay. It got a 17.
It passed.
Okay.
Were you going to try to knock it prone up there 90 feet above the ground?
Yes.
I love it. That's
Okay.
awesome.
Anything else?
17 to hit because it was flurry and my haste.
That will miss.
Haste was 23
That'll hit.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay. This thing looks in very bad condition.
So it didn't fall?
It did not fall.
Made it
And it's-
dex save.
Yep. It's now Remus's turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. The dude in the middle, where Jeb are and Zarkon are,
Yeah.
How far is he away from me?
Probably not far. What, 30 feet maybe? 20 feet?
Yeah,
Something like
I
that.
would imagine.
All right,
again.
I'm gonna move 15 feet in. Then I'm 5 feet outside the door, and I'm gonna mark him as my prey. And I'm gonna attack him
Okay.
with, here goes a natural 20
That'll hit for sure.
and a 15. I rolled a 4.
The 15 will miss.
Alrighty.
But hey, the
Well-
20's a crit.
Yep, that kind of makes up for the miss.
Yeah.
So 8, 6, 8 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay. 2, 3, 3, 3.
It's like 11.
That's fire plus Loki. Shut the hell up. 5, 2 plus 2 plus 5. That is 7, 14, 20, 28 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is 9, 11 fire damage. So 28 plus 11 is 39 damage.
Okay. That arrow does a lot of damage, but he's still standing. Anything else?
I'm sorry for my dog in the background, and
That's
is actually all I can do.
Okay. It's the bad guy's turn now. The one that's fighting Aylwin, I need you to make an athletics check because he's trying to throw you off of him. He's trying to ungrapple with you.
Can't use acrobatics to try and stay onto him?
Yeah. You can use acrobatics.
I got a modified 20.
Oh yeah, you can't. He can't get away from you. He's trying to throw you off, but it's not happening. The one that's down below got hit real bad, but he's casting a spell on Jeb. Jeb, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Plus 4. 19.
Okay. For just like a tenth of a second, your joints lock up like you can't move, but then you like shake it off and you're fine.
Oh, shit.
And the Drider mage or whatever he is that's in front of you, he sort of gets a smile on his face for a second, and then when he sees you can move again, he just gets this his smile turns into a frown, and he totally gets this look like, oh shit, this is going to hurt. And now it's your turn again.
All right. Well, Jebediah is going to look at the Drider and is going to kind of nod at him as a sign of respect, because this has been, it's like it's been a pleasure type deal.
Yeah.
But he's been a worthy foe, and he's going to utter in Elvish to this Drider, "My mother was right. You are pains in the ass." And then he's going to strike at the spellcasting Drider for a 20 modified.
That hits.
All right, so that's going to be. So he is going to take 14 points of piercing damage and 1 point of acid damage, so 15 total.
Okay.
And then the second strike is going to be against him for a 19.
That hits.
And it's going to be 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 points of damage, one of which being thunder.
Okay.
And the last attack will be a 19.
That will hit.
Keep rolling friggin' 10s. I want to have an issue here in a minute. And the last one is going to do a total of 14 more points of damage.
He goes down. So there's only one left, 90 feet off the ground with the L1.
Combo breaker.
It's Zarkon's turn.
Can I wait? How far can Eowyn drop without taking damage?
I can negate 45 points of damage. Doesn't matter how far it is. I can negate that much damage. The reaction.
He probably would survive it. He might take some damage, but he'd probably be okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd survive it, but don't want to go casting Shatter on.
If you cast Shatter, then it's debatable whether I'd survive a contact fall.
Right.
Oh, I've already rolled up the damage in case Elwyn falls.
That's not very what is the word I'm looking for? It's not very comforting.
he was trying to knock him prone earlier, so
he's confident he could ride the Drider down.
no, I don't think it would knock him down. Oh wait, no, it does. It does push if they fail to save.
Guys, I'm sorry. I need to leave in 15 minutes.
I know.
Yeah.
This Drider has 3 hit points left.
Oh, then
Come on, Zarkon. You can do it. I give you Remus inspiration.
Remus inspiration.
I don't use that. I'll just roll 2.
You get -2 on your attack roll.
I was going to say minus D10, but
no, it's a static -2.
Well, I'm gonna roll 2d20 plus 6 for attack rolls for Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Let's see. 15 doesn't hit, and 21.
21 will hit. All you need is a
Well,
3 or higher and a D10.
Zarkon.
1d10. Let's see. 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Well, no, he had 3 hit points. So yeah,
Oh,
you
I
killed
thought
him.
he had 6.
No,
No,
he had
no.
3.
3. Barely.
Yeah, he had 3. No, you,
Barely.
you hit him, and it's falling dead. And Elwyn, you would only take 35 points of damage anyway, which you can negate, so you'll be okay.
I can easily use a reaction. Slow fall.
Yeah. So all the enemies seem to be dead. Anybody who even looks up, there's still darkness, but you're no longer seeing the spots of magical darkness. It's just like a natural dark cavern.
Okay.
Search for loots.
Okay. Give me a perception roll, somebody.
Sure.
Can I give you an investigation roll?
Sure, you can do that too.
I got a natural 20.
Better than my 25.
Okay. Well, you guys find one of the wizard drow has on him a shiny gold necklace that was kind of underneath his armor. And he also has a ring of dark metal on. And at least in this main chamber, that is the only treasure you will find.
God damn it.
What kind of armor are they wearing?
11. So
It is plate mail, but it only covers like the waist up, so it would and the arms. It wouldn't have. It's like full plate, but there's just no leggings to it. So if you wanted to take the plate mail, you could probably sell it for like quarter cost or something like that.
Okay, and the long swords, do they look like normal long swords?
They are. They're very nice long swords, but yeah, they're normal long swords.
And the bows too?
Yes, there are 6 longbows. They're of a dark wood. Gosh, you can probably get. Let me see how many were there. You can probably get about 60 arrows here and there out of quivers.
Nice. Can I restock before we like?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cast
I
ritual.
Identify.
Yeah, or if you want to cast identify on him, you
I want to
can.
cast Identify on the necklace.
Okay. The necklace is not magical. It is just a very nice necklace. I'll go ahead and tell you guys the necklace is worth 800 gold.
Okay.
It's very nice.
And I'll ritual cast on the ring.
The ring is a unique, or at least in your experience, it is a unique magical item. It is a ring of the dark bow. Anyone wearing this ring who uses a bow, any kind of a bow, but just a bow, not any ranged weapon or thrown weapon, just a bow, it basically makes the bow a +1 weapon while the person is wearing this ring.
What if it is already a +1 weapon?
Then it doesn't do anything. But there is a downside to this. Because it is a drow weapon or a drow magical item, it will not work in direct sunlight.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Well, you could use it outside, but you just have to like be in shadow or something like that.
My longbow is already +1.
Yeah,
So
you don't need it.
no.
But I didn't know that, so I threw this in so you could be able to have a +1 longbow.
Oh, that is so nice of you. Oh,
He was trying, jeez,
Thank
and
you.
you just call it shitty and walk away.
I leave
you
for,
would have done the same. Don't even go there.
I leave for a week, and Remus suddenly has a magical longbow.
Yeah,
But-
and somehow bargains away 2/3 of his soul and then gets it
Yeah.
back again.
Yeah. But you probably could sell the ring for, say, 500 gold, something like
Okay.
that. Actually, you could probably get maybe quite a bit more than that if you found the right buyer, because it would be an extremely rare item, though not super powerful.
That would be some sort of roll, would it not?
It probably would be. Everybody give me
You
real
wanna
quick
say
a
that we're
perception
just done?
roll. I know there's another game in like 10 minutes.
Perception, it is.
24.
Oh, 24. Yeah, you hear it down the tunnel. The one kobold ran down. You're hearing lots of movement. It's kind of far away, but it's down in there. And you are hearing kind of a chink and clanging, a little bit of metal and things like that.
Well, we could run after it, but I think we've...
With Aelwyn's 200 feet of speed, because he's still technically hasted.
Okay. You could basically be there like in 2 rounds or less. You run down. The 2 tunnels do come into one larger tunnel, and you go back, and it opens up into another large cavern. And there's basically a big pile of a bunch of mixed coins. And the kobold is back there with like a burlap bag, and he's just like grabbing handfuls of coins and throwing them in the bag. And as soon as he looks, he's like, "Oh crap!" And he's going to turn and run away. So if you want to attack opportunity on him, you can.
Is he dropping the bag?
No, he's still holding the bag in his left hand, and he's trying to run away with it. I mean, he doesn't. There's still this big pile of coins.
I got a 19 to hit.
You hit. How much damage do you do? Ooh.
Oh, 5. I only rolled a 1.
He's
down. He's a 0 level kobold. He had 1 hit point, literally. That's what I rolled for him. No pluses for him.
Poor dude.
So he's down. So you guys, this cavern, there is another. Yeah, there is another tunnel that goes off this cavern, but this big pile of coins, you guys get together.
I'll fill the bag full of all the valuables and sprint back.
Okay, I'm going to type in the chat.
The bag of holding, so
how much coins are there? So
moving it shouldn't be a problem with the bag of holding. Wait, does Remus have a bag of holding too?
Yeah, he does.
Don't
Actually,
put those together.
Huh?
So don't put those together.
So from all the coins that were there, you get 100 copper pieces, 200 silver pieces, 600 gold pieces, 70 electrum pieces, and 30 platinum pieces.
Damn.
So divide that by 4, and that's what we all get.
Yeah, but I will do that.
Okay.
Also, don't think that like Remus only has the bag of holding. Of course, he's got a normal pouch too. Like that would be retarded.
Well, yeah.
Well,
but
so does
I'm trying to speed things up since I know some of you got to go. I'm guessing you guys are just going to leave now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that would be the prudent thing to do because I think two have to go to do the Pan the Way game.
I think only me.
Oh, just you?
Yeah.
Well, we could continue on with 3 if you guys wanted to, and you have time, Ty. But I think it would probably be a good idea to call it. With only
I think
3,
so
there'd be a higher risk of dismemberment, death, and all that kind of stuff.
That, or I'd have to dumb things down quite a bit more, one or the other.
Yeah, and we don't. We really don't want that. We want the full Thai experience,
which was great, and I love the mirror.
Okay. Long story short, you guys go back through the mirror. You get back to Luthieus. He'll offer, if you guys don't want to keep the ring, he'll offer you 500 gold for the ring of the dark bow.
Can we do a roll to see if we can get a higher price for that?
Sure. What kind of roll do you want to do?
I guess, would it be like investigation in order to see if we can find a buyer?
I'll say you can find a buyer, but you'll have to make some kind of charisma roll to see if you can talk them into more than 500 gold.
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah,
okay.
Now whether you want to do persuasion or even intimidation or however you want to do it.
Intimidation's probably not the best way of going about things. Persuasion would probably be best.
Okay.
Because we don't want to make enemies and we don't want to build animosity.
Okay.
I mean, we did just technically try to save Illumina's vault.
That's true. I'm going to set a certain DC in my head, and for each point higher than that DC that you guys get, you can get some more than the 500 gold. So
I am proficient in persuasion.
I have a +8.
Oh, I only have +6, so you go ahead.
Do you want to assist me for advantage if that's
I'll assist you.
possible?
And can I assist him and give him Bardic Inspiration?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
actually you can.
All right, cool. So here we go. All right, 17, 18, 26.
26. You can find a buyer in town who will give you 1,000 gold for the ring.
Nice.
All right. So we'll do that then because that's, more money.
The ring that Remus didn't want.
Didn't need. I would have sold it to him, but didn't need.
Yeah.
I'm always
and then the necklace we're just is 800 gold pieces, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then I think that's pretty much it, except for like the plate. I don't know how much plate is. A quarter. Is it 1,600?
That would be 325 for a quarter.
325. Okay, so 2 times 325 is 650.
Yeah, you can get that.
And then the long swords, the quality of the long sword, would that just be?
No, that would have been 3 because 750 is a half value of full plate.
So it would have been 375.
Yeah.
So it would have been 750.
Yeah.
It just said 325. My bad. So that's 750. The longbow, the 6 longbows, are they of special quality?
No, they're
just
they're
standard?
nice, but not that nice.
Okay, so I'm not really sure how much, like what those are. So like the arrows and the longbows.
Longbows are 100 gold.
So half of that would be 300 more for the 6 of them.
I think they're 100 or 50. I think there might be 50.
Okay. So I'm going to do this in gold pieces. Just do conversion if that's okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
100 plus 600 plus.
Yeah, longbow's
35.
50.
Okay, so I'll do 150 instead of 300 there. 35 plus 20 plus 1 plus 800 plus 1,000 plus 750 plus 150 divided by 4. Okay, each person gets exactly 914 gold pieces.
And no silver, no copper, nothing.
No silver, no copper.
Right.
It came out to the even number 914.
Nice.
Ty, experience for this round?
Everybody gets 2 experience points.
Nice.
Okay.
What'd you say? Just 1?
2.
2.
2?
Yeah.
Sweet. That means, well, I mean, I would have leveled up anyways, but now I have an extra experience point. Great.
And that actually need to let you know, Matt, that playing Chapo's last game there, it actually got me up to the point where that fraction of an experience became 1 experience. So Jebediah is now at 44.
Okay.
Alrighty, thank you very much for leading this, Ty. I need a bounce.
Okay.
Thank you.
See
That
you
was
later.
great fun. Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Thanks.
you guys have a good one.
All right.
And Ty,
yeah.
thank you very much for the game. I do hope that we can continue this maze line because it's really fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me know
Cool.
when the next one is.
Yeah.
I'm
Usually
so
I
far
do them
into
on
all of
Mondays
them,
or
so.
Tuesdays. Oh, okay. Yeah. Usually I try to do them on Mondays or Tuesdays. That's one of my freest nights.
Tuesdays
Okay.
are fun, but Mondays are all, I'm fine either way.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, the only thing about Mondays or Tuesdays is I have to ghost at like right at 8 o'clock Central Time.
Okay.
So I guess it'd be 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
Okay.
You said you had
I
to
will
ghost?
try to. keep it in mind.
I have to go. You know, I have to go. I have to get out of here so I can get ready for work and whatnot.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here, and we actually have a viewer, so thank them for watching. And I will stop the broadcast now. So thanks again, guys.
We have a viewer. Goodbye, viewer. No.
Yeah, it might be Charles. All right, I will. Thanks for watching, viewer.